YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gaming here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2004. Just blew out my candle. Apologize for that. So, this is literally the day after I just recorded the last video. So my brain is still fresh. I still remember, obviously, everything that we were doing. And, yeah, we have a lot of racing today. Like, a lot. We're still in October. Towards the end of it, but still in October. And actually, I wanted to check how the little ones were developing, as usual. As usual. So let's go ahead and check. Let's look at the foals here. And nobody else is 5 stars. Everybody else is 4 stars, which is great. 4 stars across the board for Rapid Blade here. That's nice. Eastside Band, she's still 5-star future. Seems like they've all kind of peaked where they were expected to peak. I haven't seen much additional growth since the last time we checked. Let's look at these. Holy Post. This horse from Gentle House and Free Fear, 3-star future. I think that makes sense. Gentle House was a heck of a horse, so I expect him to be able to really produce for us. Hopefully you guys are well. As always, even though it's really only been... Well, actually, the time that you see this video, it's going to be days well after. So yeah, I do mean that. I'm thinking like, oh, the day I recorded is the day I'm posting it, but no, I never post on the days that I record. Like, I'm recording this on Sunday, the 26th, which means this video is probably not going to go up for you guys until March. I mean, definitely March, like probably the 1st or 2nd, something like that. So yeah, whatever day that'll be, Wednesday, Thursday, I don't know. I just hope you guys are doing well. And if you're having a rough day, I hope that obviously my videos can help to alleviate some of the stress. I know it works for me when I kind of have a rough day and some of my favorite YouTubers end up uploading it. It does make a difference, so hoping I can do that for you guys. Anyways, Cleopatra, she's up in an open here. She's running 10 furlongs. We're dropping her in class because she can't win at the other levels anymore, unfortunately. I can retire her any day. I'm just kind of waiting till we don't have the space to retire her and Galaxy Star both. So I'm going to have to keep racing one of them at least until the new foals come. And I can't afford to lose either one of them, so I'm just going to have to make sure we hit our goals in whatever races I put them in. Winner place goal. And if anything, she's still statistically in a better spot than Galaxy Star is. Running grade 3s, I don't know if she'd be able to win those. But we'll go ahead and see. Alright, here we go. As always, got my 80s Vaporwave music on in the background because, yeah, it's kind of just weird playing this game with, like, no sound, no audio. And as much as I love this game, I just got sick of hearing the original in-game soundtrack. And I would much rather listen to my own music. That's usually how I play most of my games. Unless the game just has a 20 out of 10 soundtrack, which it's rare for games to have that. Like, for example, you guys, I talk about it all the time. I was a big Halo gamer. I just don't play it anymore because it's just not what it used to be. And I would usually just let the background music of Halo play because it just fits the entire vibe of what Halo is about. But that still doesn't mean I didn't listen to my own music. And I still did, quite a bit. Halo's like the exception of a video game where I can just listen to its music by default and be okay for, you know, maybe in a couple hours of gaming. But that has changed, and now I just like obviously listening to my own music while we do game. So, Miss Cleopatra, her stamp still isn't bad. I mean, you can see it's dropped quite a bit since she was at her peak, but she's still in the spot to make something happen, and that's all that matters. So I'm going to go ahead and send her to the outside here. We have to make a run. Here we go. And let's get her rolling. Let's see how she does. It is an open, so we should not struggle, obviously. Last corner leader. And she's going to run away with this one, as usual. So, I can put her in races like this until she's ready to be retired. And I think that's all I'm going to do, because I don't need to risk trying to lose her or gain anything. Granted, she still could be in a position to win grade 3s, but again, I feel like we tried that. It didn't work too well, but I guess I'll go ahead and look at her track record again and verify whether or not grade 3s were working or not. I don't think they were, but maybe I didn't give it as much of a chance as I should have. Kick off the episode, easy win there for Cleopatra, good warm-up. Be nice if I could start my episodes like that all the time, just a nice, easy open with no competition, just to make sure I haven't forgotten how to play the game. Speaking of Galaxy Star, she's up now. Stablemate, they both pretty much achieved more or less the same success. This is a grade 3 for Galaxy Star. You see, she's expected to finish 5th, but her stats have also fallen a lot worse than Cleopatra's. You see, Galaxy Star, well, I mean, her feel and her response are great. Don't get me wrong. Those are great to still have. 74 feel, 90 response. The stamina's still decent, better than Cleopatra's at 67, but she's not as fast. And again, the speed is what's really hurting us now in trying to finish in a decent spot. So 60 speed, which will drop to 59 soon. Once she hits the 50s, I don't know what, I mean, we're not going to be able to really do anything else with her. So this may be her last race, and I'll just, again, replace her over Moontrapper. And then Cleopatra, I'll have to decide who to put, you know, who, or I should say where to put her in the barn. But Galaxy Star, we should be able to replace Moontrapper, and then we'll just have to race Cleopatra until March, which, again, I think she's a little bit stronger still, so that should be pretty easy to do. But we'll see. The grade 3 Alexandria with Galaxy Star, and we're off and racing. As always, our girl gets out well enough to put herself in a position to be competitive. Gosh, seriously? Move. Just not trying to, like, send her, like, 90 miles an hour, but, like, she's not wanting to get to the front. I don't usually have to work her this hard. You see, like, in her prime, she got to the front pretty quickly. Now it's like, oh, this is actually running hard. But, like, she wasn't going to the front. Now, granted, this is a shorter race. I didn't mean to bump that horse, and we did hit 11.2, 11.4. I mean, that's mid-pace, but still pretty fast fractions. You'd ideally want to be, like, in the low 12s, high 11s. So if you're running a low 11, low to mid 11, it's not a fast pace, but it's not slow either, you know. So it's a little bit above the middle for what it's worth. I don't know how this race is going to turn out. We have a top 5 goal to hit. And yeah, I'm not feeling too confident. There is grit though, but let's see. I shouldn't count our girl out, right? I mean, she is a Horse of the Year GWS champion for a reason, and she's actually rolling really nicely here. I don't know if the win is going to happen, but we just need a top 5 goal. Galaxy Star still fighting. We need top 5. We need top 5 or 4th right now, and she's going to get 4th. Okay. Great effort. I take that back. I don't know why I was doubting her in the stretch. I'm not used to running her behind. We usually would get her in front of the horses, and then we just kind of take off. Now, since her stats have fallen, I actually have to obviously run her behind a little bit, get her going a little bit later, so just so she has enough stamina to make it to the end. And yeah, she hit our goal, most importantly. But I think that's the best she'll do, so I'll probably retire her and replace Moontrapper. And I think that was the last race for Galaxy Star. She's more than earned her spot, and I don't think there's anything else to achieve with her. So, awesome horse, man. Beyond awesome. I'm, like, underselling it, but we'll talk more about her once we retire her. Red Wings. Great. I put her in this race intentionally for a reason, because I figured she wouldn't have a chance, and she doesn't. This is good because our goal is going to be over odds, which means we just have to beat nobody. I can run her how I want. Now, her odds 133 to 1. Awful, right? Her feel 16. That's not good. Heart, it's only 43. She's from Silver Bullet out of Ozymandium. I don't know. I don't know how she'll be. Silver Bullet, the only horse connected to Sedate Ruler that we still, well, one of the only ones remaining. He was a direct descendant of, obviously, Sedate Ruler. He was his son. So, Silver Bullet and Ozymandium created this filly, and yeah, no idea. I think she'll have some strength in there, I hope. But Silver Bullet, he wasn't that great. I think he was average at best, like all of Sedate Ruler's sons. So, no idea about her. No idea. I'm going to do my best, obviously. I don't know if she's a dirt or a turf horse. See, she has dirt from Silver Bullet, then she has turf from Ozymandium. So that doesn't really let you know what her preference is. Now, I'm hoping maybe she would have an all preference, turf and dirt. Or maybe at least a really good dirt rating and then like an okay turf rating. But and I don't think she has a late growth type. I don't think she does. So I'm suspecting that she probably has an okay dirt rating with a obviously great turf rating. That's just my guess, but we'll have to wait and see. No temper though, that's good. And fantastic start. We're up in the World JF Cup here with Red Wings, and she has no chance here today. None at all. Which, again, I'm hoping maybe it's just the course setting and not the fact that her stats just aren't good for her to be competitive. Like, if she's a turf horse, that's fine. I mean, I would prefer for her to be a dirt horse than she has Sedate Ruler in her pedigree, but, you know, I can't control how that works unless I'm obviously breeding two dirt horses together or two turf. I took one of each, and they created Red Wings, so hopefully we'll get to a point where the game will reveal what her preferred, you know, course is. Surface.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
Her stam's not that high. Maybe she does have a later growth type. I'd be surprised. Silver Bullet didn't take that long to peak, so I'd be curious what her actual leg type is. So I'm going to keep her right here. Okay. Let's go. Ah, she lost the head-to-head. Low heart rating. But let's see how she digs back in. Maybe she'll fight back again. Keep going, my girl. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Show us what you got. Just want to see some heart today. Even if it's last place, just show us some heart. Yeah, she's still staying here. I mean, we're certainly going to drop, but she hasn't given up. Stretch burst in the end. And as we get to the wire, she's going to beat half the field. Almost. 8th place. Looked like it was at least going to be 6th. But you know what? We beat more horses than the game said we were supposed to. Okay? We weren't supposed to beat anybody. A on the position, so she probably is mid to procedure. Double S on the spurt. I gotta say, she ran really well for her first time out and going off at odds of 133 to 1. I thought she did exceptionally well. And this is a big stage, people. These are like the best horses in this season racing. So the fact that she finished 8th as a 2-year-old in that type of race, I'm hoping that's a good sign of more things to come. Really, really happy with that result and that ride. I didn't know what to expect. Yeah, she lost the head-to-head, but she bounced back. She didn't give up completely. I mean, she was demotivated for a couple of seconds, so she's like, you know what, let me shake it off. So, great effort there. Delta Dream. I think this is our first race with this dude. 2-year-old colt. He's in the World J Cup. Pretty much the same race as the last one, except this one is fillies and colts. That last one was just the girls. And we're the second favorite, so that's actually big. That's a big deal. And there's Mr. Delta Dream. We just gave him the white and the blue, and he's from Formal Opera out of Pink Gemstone. I think this is the first. No, we have raced with him already. I just can't remember how it went. Every time I think I haven't raced with one of our newest 2-year-olds, it's like, oh yeah, we did. Well, second favorite, okay. I know nothing about him at all, so yeah, I hope he's a procedure. I'm guessing he is. I could be wrong, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, second favorite. If we can win this race, that'd be a huge jump to his 2-year-old campaign, would it not? Time shall tell. The horses are on the track. The track is being run on by horses. That's so stupid. Dream. Delta Dream. Let's see how our boy does, eh? It's the World J Cup, with the record set by Bright Prize. Is that horse any good? I recognize the name, but I haven't heard anybody talk about him, so I'm just curious. Perfect start. Fantastic. And I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can just send him to the rail. But no, whoever this is on the inside, who is that? Cosmic Glory. Oh, you're the favorite. Okay, fair play. And you actually need to run in the front. That's fine. I'm just going to tail right behind you then. Yep. I'm going to shadow you. Who's next to me? That's Little Trial. You have no chance. Don't box me in. So actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move myself to this point just so I can make a move if I need to. I just don't want to be boxed in when we try to go chase Cosmic Glory. That horse is taking off. 5 lengths in front of us, it looks like. Jeez. Okay, and Little Trial. I forgot the horse's name. It's going to tuck in behind us. I knew it was Trial, and I'm like, what is the first word? I couldn't think of it.
This is where the
You see this pace? Look at the top left. 12-1, 12-4. This is more ideal. This shows you you're running much slower. You have a lot more in the juice, or in the tank. More juice in the tank. It's not even 2 a.m. yet. It's 1 hour away from 2 a.m. I guess I'm getting started early tonight, huh? Okay. There we go. Now let's see if we can chase top Cosmic Glory with Delta Dream. Now Cosmic's going to have the trip and the benefit of the rail, and we actually had to really run outside, but let's see. Cosmic's gone. That horse is gone, and I can't even catch up. I did not run that right. I should have really kept him to the inside. And, gosh, yeah. Absolutely ran that race horribly in the stretch. We were fine. I should have kept Delta Dream really behind Cosmic Glory, then moved out when we were in the stretch. I'm surprised that took a lot out of him, though. I mean, to finish 12th? In positioning, like, I don't know where he wants to run. Like, what does the game want you to do? Outside of maybe doing, like, the whole going into a single mode race and then figuring out from there. But, like, I don't want to do that all the time. That's so time consuming. But, yeah, that's, wow. That did not go according to plan. So, we'll have to, gosh, I don't know, man. Anyways, my master, she's up. World Sprint. This is a race she needs to win. Still trying to get her to GWS Dirt before I retire her. Second favorite. Much better odds here today. She can't run the longer distances. 6 furlongs, though, on the dirt. Much more up her alley, and I think she's still capable of winning. Second favorite. Let's see how she does. That was not a good result there from Delta Dream. That was awful. Awful, awful, awful. Everything felt good, and then we hit the stretch, and then just, nothing. And again, I didn't realize we were going to drift that far outside. I thought it was going to be a little bit quicker, but that did not happen. I forgot how this course is, and that's jockey error. That's my fault. Nothing with the horse. It just seemed like he just kind of lost his will through the stretch. But then again, if you run your horse that wide, 5 wide into the stretch, when you can just keep him tucked to the rail, that's probably bound to happen, right? I know, trust me. You know, I get spoiled with being able to do that with, like, our best horses, but, like, I can't do that with every horse that we race on, you know? I just can't. You can't do that. Certain horses just cannot run races like that and still win them, you know? We've done that on my master, Crazy Hunter, but they're exceptionally strong dirt fillies. Delta Dream, I don't know yet. Don't even know if he's a dirt horse. I mean, second favorite, we were supposed to finish there. He has formal opera. Dirt certainly in his pedigree, but... So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to try a little bit of a late start with my master, but that's fine. We can keep her competitive. Now let's see if she can use her speed to catch up. Come on, my girl. Come on, my girl. The 11's right there. Keep going. 10-7 in that last fraction. Oh, she's struggling. Come on, we got to at least get second. We got to hit our goal. Come on, keep going, keep going. Didn't even get it. That's going to be third. Too much stamina. Gosh. I do so well at these races usually. I'm not... Ugh. And then this is the annoying thing about having all the races together. I have to stop doing that, because if there's anything I mess up, I can't even go back. We're 20 minutes in. Ugh. I don't know why I've been doing that the last 2 episodes. I apologize. I have no answer for you guys. So if it's annoying you, trust me, it's annoying me just as much. Crazy Hunter, she's up. 10 furlongs. Like, gosh. I mean, if I lose my master, I definitely have to reload. Like, I cannot afford to lose her, so... That would stink, though, wouldn't it?
The horses are on the track.
That would really stink. If anything, I might just keep this in the episode if I do have to reload, and I'll just give you guys a time stamp of when we get back to, like, current day. I just hope we don't lose anybody, but that's 2 bad races in a row. And I'm not getting it right. I waited too long with my master. I didn't... The one time I feel like, oh, I need to hold her, she has way more stamina left than she needed. You know, but in previous races that wasn't the case, but she was also running 3 furlongs longer, Eric. That was her ideal race, which means I really could have probably gotten her going much sooner, and that would have worked out. You know, I was thinking about the 9 furlong races I put her in beforehand, and... You know, that's obviously where she tired out. But again, it was way longer than she needed to be running, and her stamina's not great anymore. She really needs to just be running 6 or 7 furlongs max. So yeah, just me just kind of making just really silly mistakes. That's all it is.
Midway down the backstretch.
That's all it is, man. Trust me, it bothers me more than you guys realize. I'm my own worst critic. People don't get it. They don't believe me when I say that. It's like, why would I lie about that? I'd rather not feel that way, because everything in my life is like that. You know, when I make a mistake, it was like, oh, don't beat yourself up so much. I'm like, it's too late. I'm already doing it, you know? Like, if you know me, you just know that's just part of my personality, man.
Show your gut.
Gotta go.
2 furlongs.
Now, Crazy Hunter's probably going to make this work because she's just such an exceptional filly, you know? This is what I was hoping I could do with Delta Dream, but as I said 5 minutes ago, Delta Dream is not Crazy Hunter. She can make this work because she's so amazing. Rough Monster's really trying to reel us in. Come on, Crazy. Stay strong, my girl. Stay strong. Stay strong. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, man. Crazy Hunter. This girl continues to find a way, man. She is really, really top-notch dirt horse material there, isn't she? World Classic winner. I hope this all sticks. I hope it does. Where's she at? Double S on that spurt. You see? Just like that. That's how easy it can go from being terrible to me getting it right. It's just like me making silly mental errors that I should not be. You know? Gosh, terrible with Delta Dream and My Master. Terrible with both of those. Gosh darn it, man. And I won that race with Beauty Value, just helping. Oh, Frank's giving me a horse. What the F? Yeah, our friendship's back to normal. Oh, finally. Okay. Still have everybody. I'm so shocked the game has been this nice to me. I know I say this all the time, but you guys have been there. They took so many of our horses away from those exact type of performances. Now it's just not happening. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy. I'm humbled. It's just like, you know, I feel like some races I did less. I didn't even do as bad as those races, and they still took them away because I didn't hit the goal. You know, it's just, I'm going to put this guy in the Young Crown Cup. They want him on the turf. No, he has a great dirt rating. Oh, did I mess that up? Well, you know what? Nobody else is going to run in that anyways. That's fine. Gosh, My Master, you have one more chance to win the dirt. I don't know what I'm doing with you. Just screwing things up for, like, no reason at all. She can't even run the 10.5. Is that it? Did I just throw away the dirt championship and give it to Beauty Value for no reason? Yeah, I did. Wow, there's no other dirt races. And that last 10.5, that's a killer. That's a killer. Gosh, man, like, nothing bothers me more than just throwing away easy GWS championships. But she's not winning that 10.5. There's no way. There's no way. She couldn't even win it at 9. How is she going to win it at 10.5? I messed it up, man. I messed it up big time with her. I shouldn't have ran with Beauty Value. I wasn't even thinking about the fact that was a GWS race. If that was a normal grade 1, it would have been fine. And that's what I was thinking in my head. But clearly I wasn't paying attention. That was a GWS race. I just gave that horse the championship. And it doesn't matter what horse it is, excuse me. I shouldn't have been running a rival horse in the GWS championship. We can all agree on that, right? Just not thinking at all. Gosh, I'm so disappointed in myself. Just making stupid, silly mistakes that are unnecessary, man. Like, Eric, think. Okay, done beating myself up. That stuff does grind my gears, so I can't help it. It's the perfectionist in me. 46 stamina for Red Wing. Oh, no. No. My girl. 46 stam. And she's going to peak in like a year and a half. Oh, my gosh. She might not even clear 60. She did so well. 46 stamina, man. Are you kidding me? Now, she does have a great great turf rating. So, yeah, let's just... Oh, my gosh. Why is the game punishing me with a couple of horses every year, or every other year, that have 46 stamina? What, like, why? Oh, man. Now, that's giving me a good chuckle. I can't lie. Because just like, of course she has 46 stamina. Of course. That's why they gave her the 133 to 1 odds. It was because they're like, oh yeah, she's not even going to make it halfway around the track. Like, unreal, man. Unreal. They want Cleopatra on the Grade 2 Niagara in April. I keep forgetting, bro. I keep forgetting. Set them up for races in the future. I don't have to touch them again, and the game will never take them away. I might want to keep racing Cleopatra. She's still very fun to race, especially since she's a closer. Galaxy Star? I think that'll be it for you, my girl. Yeah, 20 wins would have been nice, but who cares, bro? Who cares, honestly? It's just a number. She still had 15 Grade 1s and 3 titles with 2 GWSs and Horse of the Year. I think she's done enough. You know? I think she's done enough, man. And we want to use her for breeding next year, right? So, Galaxy Star. Gosh, look at all the Hall of Fame horses now we have. We've come a long way. We've really come a long way. Desert Diver, Western Tiger. Do you realize how long ago that was in this playthrough? Like, actual years ago. Ah, man. My girl, I don't want to get rid of you. I really don't. But we have enough from you, and your daughters are going to be even stronger. So, your legacy will live on, my girl. Goodbye, Moon Trapper. Hello, Galaxy Star. Let's do a quick save here. So we made some progress. Just glad the game isn't taking my horses away. It really must. There has to be something in the coding where you get to a certain level and max out your stats. The game has to somehow be more lenient. Like, the chances of taking your horses away probably go down. Like, the horses that I have lost in the last 10 years, which has only been a couple of them, I had several chances and I couldn't get it to work. It was like after the third chance of failing the goal is when they took them away. I think they did that for Mythical. I bombed like 3 or 4 of her races, then they took her away. Like, I wasn't surprised when it happened. Frugal Club, Hidden Power. With 42 stamina on the decline, What horse was I looking at? Do you guys remember? I can't remember. Social Mood. You're interesting, but your power rating sucks. Gosh. Why am I looking at horses? I'm not racing anybody. Centric Ship, was I looking at you? No. Higher Motor? It's really a interesting slew of horses in this game. Like, gosh, so many. Any good A-ranked horses here? Some gems? Not really. Who's here for the specials? Deep Wonder? We're using in Gallop Racer 3. He's a part of that Sweet Storm pedigree. The strongest horse we have in that game. That's still undefeated. Girl's still kicking butt over there. Huh. I just don't like any of these horses. Not for where we're going. Like, you see the quality of horses we're getting as far as our best ones. I want to stay on that trajectory. I'm not trying to put horses into our lines that could, like, mess that up. You know what I mean? So Cleopatra, I'm kind of indecisive what to do. She's still so fun to work with, and we can clearly still win quite a bit. Excuse me. I mean, look, we're winning. Gosh, in fact, what is the winning streak with Cleopatra right now? 5, 6, 7... 7 win streak. Yeah, I'm going to keep racing her until she loses, bro. So I did run her in a grade 3 in August and a grade 2. But granted, Her stats have dropped since then. That was May and August. She might still be able to handle a grade 3. 8 to 12? Yeah, if I keep it short... That's the thing. I guess as your horse's peak, you probably want to keep their distances shorter since their stamina's going to drop. Probably gives you the best chance to still be quite successful. 7 furlong grade 2. It's a sprint, though. Could she handle that? I feel like she should be able to. I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, we'll go ahead and try that. I don't think there would be anything else available for her. 9 furlongs at the end of December. We can do that. She'll be rested. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll do this grade 2. So we'll put her in the Swan Stakes. I really do like some of the grade 2s in this game. They really are enjoyable. Because sometimes you just get very unique and competitive, like 3 or 4 horse fields, and you can have some really good races. And not to mention some of the tracks I think are aesthetically really cool as well. So everybody's good to go, right? Yeah, okay. Everybody's good to go. So, best developing 2-year-old out of our newest group is Bay City. Of course. Ah, man. Awesome. Cannot wait to see when she's at her peak. Alright. Still some more competitive races to get to. Tanaka, I challenged you once. I beat you. Not happening again for a long time, brother. I'm sorry. It was fun, though. So, just a random tidbit. Actually, okay, we're up with Red Wings again. 4th favorite. Much better odds here. More than likely a turf horse, even though she did exceptionally well on the dirt with 42 stamina or 46 stamina. And she was expected to pay 133 to 1. And she finished 8th out of 14th. But she's clearly a turf horse. So it doesn't seem like the dirt... She probably has an okay dirt rating, because again, her father is a dirt horse. Probably okay dirt rating, great turf rating. So, we'll have to wait and see. Like, her stats are not looking good right now. 62 power is the best, which fortunately that's good for racing internationally, but man, what is her distance? Like 7 to 9? 7 to 10? Maybe she is just like a strong miler. Maybe that's the best I'll be able to run her. Let's go. Anyways, back to my tidbit story. So I went for a jog here today, and it's really cold here. Well, the weather's been up and down. 1 minute it's like 69 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what the conversion is in Celsius. I'll probably have to pull that up. It was really cold today. Like, just imagine like a cold winter day with like snow, but the sun was out, so the snow was melting, but it was still cold. You know what I mean? That type of day. I went for, like I said, went for a run, and I felt good. And then I got home, and gosh, I mean, just felt like I was actually getting a little bit sick, which probably shouldn't be running in such cold weather right now, like, you know, but I need to run. I need to keep myself in shape. I know I can just go to a gym, but sometimes I like running in the elements. Like, I like being outside. I'm an outdoorsy type of person. So if I can run outside and the weather isn't obviously dangerous or terrible, then I will run outside. But then, like I said, I got home and my throat was feeling weird and my chest just felt super congested. And it was not a good time, but I've been sipping on tea since then. Took a bit of medicine. And some Ricola, and feeling a lot better. So, gosh, thank goodness for just human advancements and just medicine and all sorts of stuff, man. But granted, this is stuff we would have had to figure out without the technology and resources we have anyways. Down the stretch we come, and Red Wings pulling away. Now, the 4 horse, that's probably the favorite that's running up on us. Chili Fame. Yep. Come on, stay strong, my girl. Stay strong. Ah, she's not going to break her maiden today, is she? Maybe she will. Oh, don't overwhip, don't overwhip. Keep going, keep going. Nope, Chili Fame just got us. So she's definitely a turf horse. That was a heck of a ride there. Heck of a ride. Yeah. I gotta say, I'm so happy she's doing so much better than what that stamina represents. Like, she's not actually tiring out. That's glorious. Because if I see 46, 42 stamina, I'm instantly going to panic like I always do. So thankfully, and fortunately right now, it doesn't seem to be affecting her. Let's go Red Wings. Good stuff, my girl. I mean, she's fun right now. She's fun. Like I said, the stamina's her stats are not great, but she's running a lot better than what those stats represent. So maybe her pedigree is playing a bigger role in that. Cleopatra, we're up with her again. She's up in a grade 2. Expected to finish 6. Hopefully that means over odds. Tender value. See, look at this, guys. Look at this field. We have tender value in a grade 2 here. As the favorite, we have Major Flyer, another good horse, your third favorite. Spoon Man, the 13 horse down at the bottom, is your second favorite. You know, this is, like, grade 2s can be fun. Like, try to enjoy them when you can, you know? That way it's just not like everything is just so, like, kind of obsolete compared to grade 1. You can tender values at a grade 2. That doesn't happen a lot in this game. It's not the first time it has, but like I said, this is what I like. This is like a strong top 4, maybe top 5 field with us as Cleopatra if we can find a way to make a run included. All You Can, the 4th favorite, another good horse. Sporter, the 5th. You know what I mean? This is a really solid grade 2 field. 7 furlongs. This should be fun. And this is why I like it. I try to hype these up because I'm like, hey, you pay attention to them, you sometimes have some really good fields. I mean, this, like, tender value is here. This guy is cracked. Nobody's beating him. Cleopatra's certainly not beating him today. This guy is 98 speed, and Cleopatra's at 65. It ain't happening unless we get a revolution. Let's just do our best, eh? Let's just do our best. That's all we can do. Man. It's like I literally taught it into existence. I'm like, you know what? Grade 2s can be fun with, you know, sometimes 3 or 4 horses. And what do you know? We get literally that exact type of grade 2 race. There's no indication of that. I don't know what the race field is going to be just as much as you guys, you know? So, that just kind of worked out for us. And I've made a regular habit of running her this far back, like on a regular basis, but it seems to work for her. I got to get her going now because we have a long way to go. Actually, I wonder if the inside's going to free up. Nope. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Move, move, move. There we go. That was rougher than I needed it and wanted it to be. Come on, my girl. Ah, man, that did not go according to plan, did it? I botched that one big time. And tender value just shot right through the gap. Kept her too far back and needed her a lot closer, or I should have kept her to the inside. Ugh, gosh. I really, really... Can I redo that race? No, there's no retries in here. I'm thinking of, like, Gallop for 2006, right? Gosh, man. Awful, awful, awful. Like, she's... What am I thinking? She's not that horse anymore. I definitely overestimated her confidence there. Valley King's up in the King Cup bottom. He's the favorite. Wow, his stats are, his important stats are coming through quite nicely, man. From Vivid Legend out of Chasing Hearts. Shocker. Ugh, gosh. Bad, bad race. That doesn't even represent where we could have finished in that field. As always, I just hope the game doesn't take her away. It's been lenient, so I'm hoping and assuming it won't. On the rare chance it does, gotta reload the save. But thank goodness I just did a recent quick save. I mean, we'll have to do, what, 2 races, I think? So that's not bad. But hopefully they just... I mean, we've been on a 7-race winning streak. I would... Despite how bad that finish was, again, I would hope the game wouldn't take her away. Like... I haven't lost a lot with her. That was a race of me being way too far back, overestimating her abilities at this point in her career, and then still expecting her to finish in the top 5. Like, just unrealistic, you know? I'm kind of like up and down. I'm like a roller coaster in today's episode. Doing well, and then absolutely, you know, bleeping the bed. for better or worse, so... I hope you guys are just staying with me, man, on the journey. You know, we're a community, right? We're a family. If I struggle, the saying would be we all struggle, but since I'm playing, it's really just me struggling, and then you guys having to watch me struggle. I wouldn't dare put you in that situation, because you guys are not responsible for for my shortcomings in some of my races. So if I struggle, then it must be struggling to watch me. Or it must be a struggle to watch me. That would be better. You're struggling to watch me. That's what I was going for. There we go. Yeah, we're 27 minutes away from 2 a.m. You're just going to put your butt in my face, bro? How rude. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We have plenty of stamina. We should be able to make this work, I hope. Keep driving. Yep, he's gone. There's Vivid Legend. And Chasing Hearts, but really, that's Vivid Legend. That is a Vivid Legend type of grit kick-in from Valley King. Granted, it's a King Cup Autumn. It's a domestic grade 1. It's easy for a horse at this level, but he makes it look extremely, extremely doable. And it's another grade 1 for Valley King. I hope it sticks, as long as I don't have to reload my save. And that is Valley King's... I might see... Is that his first grade 1? No, third. I was going to say, he definitely won. Let's go, my boy. King Cup Autumn winner. Third grade 1 for Valley King. We have to, like, start winning grade 1s a lot now, since it basically took him until he was 6 years old to peak. But I'm not mad at it. Never mad at it. It's worth it, man. You go through the grind, and then your horse finally gets to that point. Oh, gosh, there's a lot of races. I mean, we can't lose Cleopatra. It would just really suck to have to redo all this. My master, she's up in the Osaka Sprint. I'm assuming the game won't take her away. That's all I'm going to hope. We have winner here. Feels like pressure, bro. I messed up the GWS with her. Being a goofball. Not paying attention to the fact that it was a GWS race. Lesson learned, though. Everything happens for a reason.
The horses are in the gate.
She definitely deserves a GWS to put her in the Hall of Fame. But, you know what? For what it's worth, actually, as good as my master, I think, has been, she hasn't raced a lot. And I think Crazy Hunter so far has really... I think she's made a little bit more of a name for herself. As insane as my master was at her peak, Crazy Hunter just feels a bit stronger. And she's beating really good horses on top of that. Maybe a little bit better than what Eminem was doing. So, I think Crazy Hunter getting into the Hall of Fame would make more sense anyways. Is the rail open? I can't tell. Nope, it's not open. Just trying to find a gap here. Let's go.
And they're in the home stretch.
Go, 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 go. I just gotta go on the whip just to make sure, because the last couple of races I've been starting her too slow. Oh, who is catching us? Somebody's really trying to make a run. Come on, my girl. Finish strong. Finish strong. We need this win. We need this win. Finish strong. And my master bounces back to get another grade 1, and I think this actually will be her dirt championship. That might be the dirt champ title right there. Photo. Okay. I really just want to make sure everything is all good before I get too excited about all the progress we're making, and then I may have to reload the save. That'll be her 5th one. And that should be the dirt champ title. Let me guess, another race? No, that's it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Wow. Yeah, the game definitely probably takes into consideration your level. It has to. We've lost horses for less. You guys know that. So that being said, I'm actually going to let that be probably the last one for you. It feels so weird to end on such a bad note. You know what? Screw that. I'm going to do an open. That should be fine. But before I do that, let me double check I'm not running all of them like on the same day again. That's kind of getting really annoying. So we have to schedule a race for Cleopatra, Valley King, My Master, and Red Wings. So Red Wings, let's get you fired up first. Still don't know a whole lot about her. Still don't know her speed. That's important. Still don't know her max distance or her dirt grading, considering her father's a dirt horse. Those are very important things we need to know. Open at the beginning of the year, that's fine. And Eminem. No dirt champ title still. Okay. What am I missing? 6 grade ones. Why? This is giving us the dirt title in this game. This. Am I miscounting? Does she win on the turf? Hold on. So there's 1 at Osaka, 2 at Long Beach. Those are both dirts. 3, the LA Oaks. 4, Jupiter S. 5, World JF Cup. Okay, it is 5. My bad. It is 5. 6 total. 1 of them was turf. I remember now. She's got 1 more to go. All right. We got to keep her at the short distance. She can't run anything more than 6, I think. So it's probably going to be a bit of time before we get her into another race. Like, she'll have to run in February? Tokyo Queen Cup. It's a grade 3, but that doesn't help her get the title. February Stakes. This is her next best bet. It's not ideal, but we got to try. 8's better than 9, but not that much better. So she's set up, and my master. Wait, I just did that. I meant to say all the 2-year-olds are good, right? Yeah. Okay. You are good, and then Mr. King, Mr. King, Mr. King, looking really nice. Literally about to peak as a 6-year-old. So this is a horse we can literally run until the game takes him away. There's no there. I mean, by the time he even falls off, like, he'll probably just run out of time to run in games. So we can keep this guy until he's 8 years old. For feels like the first time. I don't think I've ever retired a colt. I don't think I've ever raced a colt all the way through 8. Ever. In this game. Not saying the other ones. In this game, for sure. On this playthrough. So I'd like to see what we can do. He's got 25 starts. 8 wins in those 25. And he's got 19 finishes in the top 25. Or no, 19 finishes in the top 3. So when this guy's racing, he's bound to finish in the top 3. So if you were a betting person, hitting him for, you know, anything in a trifecta on down would be really nice. That's basically the type of horse he is. He would make people lots of money over a long time. He'd be a reliable horse to make money on, you know. There's a horse locally like that. I think his name is Reanimate or something. And he races at a couple local tracks, basically in Ohio, maybe West Virginia. But yeah, he's that type of horse. He's always finishing like in the top 3. So I have alerts on for him if I do want to see if I can have a little fun time. But, you know. He's 8 to 11. The winter GP is a stretch, but he has 81 stamina. Why do they give him like 11 furlongs? That's so weird. You know what I mean? Like, the game just sometimes is putting numbers together. It's not even properly computing what makes sense and what doesn't. Or the RNG function is just like breaking. 12 and a half? Or the China Vase at 12. Actually, let's run the China Vase at 12. That's a lot better. Half a furlong, save him a little bit of ground. It's Cleopatra. Get you in an open. I guess I want to see what date everybody else is kind of scheduled on. So nobody's really scheduled in the first week of November. Or the first week of December. So first week of November or December should work. She'll still be in the green here. Kind of stinks. 9 furlongs, that's not bad. Still a bit of a stretch. 8 furlongs on the 4th week. Let me see. Hold on. I just want to run her on a week where there's not a lot of other races. Yeah, I'm gonna run her in December. That's fine. It's a furlong longer, but she can run 9. It's not a problem. You just have to be smart about it. And most importantly, not have her 55 million thousand lengths off the pace and expect her to still win when she's peaked 3 years ago. As long as I do that, everything will be fine. Alright, we'll put her in that. Cool. Alright, wow. The game has taken none of our horses away. And everybody's still kicking butt, for the most part. A lot of double S's, finally. Like, it's so weird. We didn't really have a lot of double S originals, and Now, it's becoming more of a regular thing for us. I mean, look, I've never had this many double S horses in a Gallop Racer game ever. I know that it's happened for plenty of others in the community, but as someone that played this game in a really goofy way as a kid, where I never got this far, like this is kind of a milestone achievement. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double S originals. Not counting any of these 2-year-olds that also will probably hit that point within the next year or 2 years, because look at the age. A lot of these horses are 4 years old. We can still run most of them at least another 2 years if we want. You know? But Joker's Card, retiring him sooner. September Sky, she'll probably go till she's 6. Shallow Light still hasn't even peaked. Solo Rider, I'm going to keep racing him until he really starts to fall off of the cliff. And I don't know if that'll happen. You know what I mean? And then the same for this group. Like, these horses, we're going to be able to race at minimum at least for another 2 years, unless their stats really fall. So, like, we could really have over a dozen horses, dozen originals that are double S. Guys, that means we're here. That means Super Horse time is coming. We're getting there. It may not be as far away as you think. You know, so yeah, like I said, I'm just happy that finally at this point, and those of you that are still here and have been obviously supporting, you know, just the journey and everything, and just the decisions, even if you haven't agreed with some of them, that means a lot. And I'm glad that we can share this success together, because let's be honest, you guys have contributed a lot to this series, giving me suggestions, recommendations on horses, you know, some things I just didn't know about the game that I didn't obviously pay attention to as a kid. So, like, you guys share the success just as much. So this is, despite some of my, again, goofy mistakes and bad errors in this episode, I think it's still a pretty special occurrence for where we are now in the game. I need to make sure I make that like the title so people know this is like a big deal. Anyways, Joker's Card's up in a grade 3. It's 10 furlongs. We're in San Diego. Never been to San Diego. Still want to visit. Everybody says it's boring there, which makes me think it's probably really like my ideal place to go to. When I say boring, I mean like people are like, not much happens in San Diego. But according to my friends, that's just so they keep people away from San Diego, because it is nice. I mean, how can you go wrong with palm trees and sunny weather year round? You really can't. Unless you're just not into sunny, happy weather at all, which is actually healthy for you. Now, if we're talking about other things, air quality, different story. But if we're just purely talking about having sunlight hit your skin daily, that is good for you. There's science. No placebo. Actual science. Do research if you don't know about it. So I wouldn't see an issue. Doesn't mean you have to live there, but if somebody said, hey, we're going to pay for a vacation for you to go somewhere sunny with palm trees, are you telling me you're going to say no if it's completely free? I mean, my goodness, I'd be like, who hurt you to the point where, like, you wouldn't want to go on a free paid vacation to a place with sunny, perfect weather and palm trees? I just, that would be pretty crazy. Not saying there's anything wrong with people's decisions, because everybody's entitled to like what they like, and some people just don't like certain things, but I would still find it hard to believe. You know? It's like, sure, there are people that love the cold and live in the cold, but like, to that extent, where they love winter, they love the fact that their face is freezing, you know, and that their fingers are numb, like, I mean, you definitely have to be on something, I think, at that point, but, you know, who am I? We have no room. Move. Thank you. Let's go. Gosh, I hate when that happens, bro. I mean, it's nice for us sometimes, because then it allows our horse to come out like a rocket, but then sometimes, depending on the field, it can also hurt us. Now, fortunately, Joker's Card is still a heck of a horse, so he's going to make this work. With plenty of stamina in the tank. He has great abilities with grit and stretch burst, hence why I say I like getting those abilities on a horse, because when you need them in moments like that, two abilities essentially activating simultaneously can put you and push you right across the line to get that W. And there you go, people. There you go. Yes, those abilities are basic and they're boring, but you see, if you're in a close race, it gives you the head-to-head, you can win. And last time I checked, We play this game not just because we all love horses and they're amazing animals, but also because we like to have some winning success, even if it's not all the time. So that helps. Vivid Eyes, we haven't raced with her in a while. She's up in the Empress Cup. It's 11 furlongs, and she is the favorite. Shocker. Like... Ugh. Her stats are coming along pretty nicely for what I like. I mean, her heart rating 74 and everything else is above 70 with speed, stamina, and power. The other most important abilities or stats I look for, she's fine. Hence why we're doing so well with her. And I really like the decision to obviously replace Moontrapper with Galaxy Star because, again, now we can still have Moontrapper in her daughters, and they're going to be stronger than what she was. So we can still continue to get even better horses that would have originated from Moontrapper. And I think whichever one of her daughters we retire first, that daughter, once she's conceived, that foal's name should be connected to Moontrapper. Like, the first granddaughter of Moontrapper still has to have her name, you know? I want to make sure that that stays consistent in that pedigree, you know? Because, again, she was a project breeding horse for me. I know nobody really wanted me to breed with her, so... Unlike the Bolero, who was just a channel favorite, a community favorite, probably I would say everybody's... Well, not everybody, but I think... If I were to ask you guys in a poll who your favorite original horse is that we've created in the entirety of the series, I still think most of us would agree it's probably Great Bolero. You know, but it made sense to retire him. He just didn't work out as well as we thought he would as a stud because I didn't have quality strong brood mares. That was what we were missing, which is kind of a shame. You know, it's like he really came into the game at the wrong time, because if we had a Great Bolero like now, then his offspring would be amazing, you know, because we have quality brood mares. We just didn't have them back then, so we didn't ever really get another Great Bolero type horse from him. But as a grandfather now, maybe even great grandfather, through a couple of lines we may potentially get going. He'll still contribute in that way, but that's obviously a lot further. Sometimes I feel like you just like to know that your horse had an immediate effect on its offspring, right? You know, and you see that a lot obviously between sons, daughters, mothers, fathers, you know, like that. But it would have been nice if one of his sons or daughters would have turned out to be as good as him, but the boys sure as heck didn't, and the first girl is just now on the track, and that's Bolero's gal, you know? Let's go.
And they're in the home stretch. Show your...
They're not going to give me last corner leader for that? I mean, I know we were barely ahead, but still. And, yeah, she's blowing this away. This is what these horses do, man. This is what these horses do. Walking away with it. Empress Cup winner, Vivid Eyes. Pay some respect to Moontrapper's babies. That's all I'm going to say. They've earned it. They've earned it. I'm not just saying it just to say it. They've earned it. They're like the most consistent winning horses right now that we are currently racing. All the Moontrapper foals. Like, they are the horses I'm doing the best with and losing the least amount of races with. That's not coincidence. I don't believe in those anyways, really, but it's not coincidence. It's just because they work. They're the type of horses I want to play with in this game. I just didn't think it would come from her, which is why it's like, it still blows my mind to this day, months into the series. The exact type of horses I wanted to work with come from a horse I'd least expected to come from. Of course, that's how it would play out for me. That's kind of how my life is. Things I don't expect to work out just do. And then, you know, maybe vice versa. But something I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. And then it does, and I'm just like... like, I'm literally not even thinking about it. And then it happens, and then I'm just forced to think about it for, like, the next however much of my time. 3 grade 1, she's 7 for 13. And she's finished in the top 3 12 out of 13 times. When did I finish out of the top 3? It must have been a tough race, but consistency. That was Moon Trapper. Top 3, top 3, top 3, top 3, top 3. The winner of the Winter GP, or the Winter Stakes, excuse me, it's a grade 2. That's fine to kick off the year. All right, another long episode for you guys if you haven't noticed. Like I said, especially because I just don't want to be bothered with doing too much editing. This just makes it easier. But if I know I'm going to be super busy, then I have no choice. I don't think I'll be super busy. I think I'll finally have a little bit more free time, so don't have to do too much. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Am I? Joker. No, you're good. No, yeah. I was forgetting you. They don't want you racing all the way till April. You're still pretty decent statistically. 5 grade 1s, 11 for 18. He's on a... And he's finished... in the 17 out of 18 times in the top 3. Why is it only 1 loss with these horses? What is that about? Outside of the top 3, but another consistent one. So, Are you even close to like a title though, bro? Like, I don't even know what to win with you. Okay, Mile Champ actually, he's really close. I think he needs 2 more. There's no more 8 furlong races unless I put him in that China Mile. I could do that. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Because, September Sky already won the sprint. So, yeah, that actually works out perfectly. And maybe we'll be able to win that race. I usually do. It's the easiest of the easier races on the GWS calendar. Okay. So, I think we're good. Alright. One of our horses better get Horse of the Year. I know that much. Or, you know... It's going to be some problems in the Gallop Racer universe. That's all I'm saying. Like, our horses are dominating in the Gallop Racer universe right now. Within our universe. So not give any of our horses Horse of the Year. Any of them. And several of them, I think, deserve it. Way more than the other horses they've beaten. But granted, this year... I would be a little bit more understanding because beauty value, or yeah, tender value, beauty, who else? Prime Colony, like a lot of those horses have been doing exceptionally well alongside with us. So I couldn't be mad if any of those horses got it because they're some of the best horses in the game. So, you know what I mean? Like that would make sense. The previous years they were just completely just robbing us for no reason. Mile Champ Cup, September Sky. Yeah, she's first favorite. We're just going for a win. She's already pretty much wrapped out the GWS Sprint. Nobody's close to her. She's 18 points clear. And, yeah, this should be just kind of an easy last race of the season. She's been a blast, man. She has been a blast. From Diamond Plan out of Awesome Autumn. Who would have knew? I mean, well, no. You would have knew because... Those are 2 amazing horses. But Awesome Autumn always feels random. Like, you never know what you're going to get with her. Usually you get good stuff, but then you can also get a horse with really weird stats that just throws everything off. But yeah, she's been fantastic, man. She's been a heck of a ride. Kayla, if you're watching this, I think she would be a pretty good horse to be represented in that portrait. I think you could have fun with that. Artistic liberties, if you will. It's the best way to do it anyways. At least to me. So fellow artist myself, now as far as drawing, it's not exactly my best ability. In fact, it takes me forever to draw, really. Everything else, though, I would say I'm decent at least. I feel competent in. Drawing, I just feel like I'm moving at a snail's pace. And I see, I have so many friends that are artists that just whip these crazy things up, and like, how long did that take? Oh, an hour. I'm like, it took you an hour to make something that would take me like literally like half a day. You know what I mean? Dude, who is this? Ray Babe? Ray Babe, what's the deal? What's the hurry? You know what? Whatever. I'm tucking behind you. I could slow down more, but I mean, fortunately, September Sky, she has amazing stamina. She can run this way. I don't want to be like 10 lengths ahead of the field. This is stupid. We don't need to be running this fast. Like at all. And this far. 11.2, 11.3 fractions, and I didn't even see what the other ones were. Like, there's no need for this. But that's fine. Let's go.
And they're in the home stretch.
Gosh, she came off the turn like a rocket. Now, is that going to be enough to get her to the line? Stay strong, my girl. Stay strong. We had to run fast. It wasn't really my fault. Ray Babe decided to want to send us, you know, to Azkaban, essentially. Oh, stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong. Nope. Nope. Just got nabbed at the line. Are you kidding me? That's a race I should have used better sound judgment, right? Maybe holding her in the stretch a bit longer, too. Ugh. Ray Babe, you destroyed us, man. You finished in 14th. Like, ugh. And I'm a front runner, right? That's the time I just have to see the position and just live to win the race at the end of the day. Oh, it was only one race. I low-key want to redo that. I really do. Gosh, did I even save before that point, though? I probably didn't. No, I didn't, right? Oh, yeah. Nope, never mind. Gosh darn it, Ray Babe. So stupid. So stupid. So stupid. But I also should have listened to my intuition and dropped back. I'm just like, no, September Sky, she can handle it. As great as our girl is, apparently she can't. With 70, maybe with 80 stamina, she could have held on. Yeah, 80 stamina would have made a difference. That's such a shame, because her stamina at 70 is not bad. But, you know, it's not Cleopatra or Galaxy Star. Those girls both had above 80 stamina at their peaks, so that made a difference. I could run them like that, and they won races still. Duh, Ray Babe, what an annoying twat. Like, why? Okay. Sorry. That's just really, I mean, you guys get it, right? That's really annoying. Especially if you're on a front runner. If she's a procedure, I'm not keeping her with Ray Babe. I do it all the time. If I'm on a procedure and I see the AI do that, I'm like, they can have fun. I want no parts of it. And I keep our horses back. I only have to chase that horse when we're on a front runner. Because believe it or not, sometimes it does make a difference. Your horse's positioning, sometimes it can really upset them. So I didn't want to upset her. I'm like, and she has 70 stam. I'm like, she can run there. But gosh, like, what an idiot. Just doesn't even make sense. Why do they do that? That doesn't happen in real life horse racing that often in North America. I'm on TVG daily. I watch plenty of races from all tracks. It doesn't really happen that often. I promise you it doesn't. Not at least where I'm watching and what I'm watching. Maybe where you are, that happens frequently. I'm trying to figure out what race to put her in, and I'm really indecisive. And you know what? That Winter GP will be nice. If stupid Ray Babe is there, I'm just going to let that horse do what it wants. Like, why does that happen? AI do that so much in this game. It's like, that doesn't happen that often in reality. What were these people thinking? And I've watched quite a bit of Japanese horse racing. It doesn't happen that much in their races either. And if a horse does that, they actually end up winning the race. It's kind of odd. Like, usually in the States, if horses do that, they have to be special, you know, to obviously hold on and win. They usually end up dropping out of the top 3 or top 4. But, yeah. Ugh, gosh, how annoying, bro. And I like Ray Babe. That's why it's so annoying. It's like, why did you pick that race to be annoying? Like, I love you as a horse. Like, don't pick the one race I need to just go according to plan. And granted, it was just a normal G1. It wasn't a GWS or anything. But still, that's a race she should have won. And we finished second. Because Ray Babe wants to send it 500 miles out of an hour. Or miles an hour out of the gate. To have us 12 lengths ahead of the field for absolutely no reason at all. We could have coasted. We could have kept the field really slow and then just burned it in the stretch. Ray Babe was supposed to finish third. And finished in last. We fortunately still held on to finish second. You know what I mean? So that horse not only ruined our race, it also ruined its own. Anyways, I'll be taking a short break here, and we'll be back to finish the rest of this episode. So, during my break, when I got back, you guys want to know what I noticed? We all know that a lot of our horses have Western Tiger in them, colts and fillies. But guess the horse that most of our best fillies have come from? Arctic Crop. I didn't realize that. I just looked through all the pedigrees, and a lot of our fillies that are like in the breeding barn now, more of them came from Arctic crop than any other studs. So that's interesting. I didn't realize he gave us so many of our good fillies. Can't really say that about the boys. Like Western Tiger and the boys, that was always a connection. But and then, like I said, a couple of the girls too for Western Tiger, both sides. But Arctic crop, pretty much just with the fillies. So I suppose if you're kind of playing this game or you're new to it, whatever, you find a horse like Arctic Crop and you really want decent fillies with him, of course, make sure you're breeding him with a quality broodmare. That helps. It seems he has a higher probability of giving you better quality fillies. So I would take some notes on that. Anyway, Shallow Light, she's up in a grade 3. This is my project horse. She is from General Reason out of Irish Fleet. She has really good abilities. So obviously my goal is to retire her with these abilities and pass it on to another horse. And of course that horse would more than likely be amazing with those abilities. Just got to find a really strong stud, and I'm sure we have a couple back there I think will work perfectly fine with her. Now we don't have to worry about inbreeding, so we'll be able to have our pick. Unfortunately, her speed and stamina are still barely moving. Now her power will hit 80, which is great. So the fact that her stamina, even though it's not moving, it's still 65, which is average, and that's exactly where I need my horse's stamina to be minimum. Clearly doesn't always happen that way, but that's ideally where I want them to be. 65, we can win a lot. 78 power rating. That helps, because again, when you're running up those inclines and your horse has a bad power rating, they're using more stamina to try to finish the race. But when you have a horse with 70, 75, 80 power rating, well, they don't have to struggle to get up that incline, therefore they can win the race a lot easier. And they'll still have more in the tank at the end, again, because that power rating helps them to not have to use so much energy. So, okay, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. So make sure we get you in front. Could have got her to the front a little bit sooner. I was kind of napping at the start, I'm not going to lie. Gotta be honest with you guys, I have nothing to hide. I mean, it's just a video game after all. Like, if I mess up, I mess up, you know? Like, there's no image I need to, like, portray or protect. Like, I'm a human. I'm playing the game like we all do. We all make mistakes, and sometimes stupid ones when we're playing games. More or less, doesn't really matter, but it happens, so. Just trying to make sure I'm being honest. I mean, that to me is more relatable than pretending like I don't ever make mistakes and I win all my races, because that doesn't happen. Now, I wonder if I got her going too soon. Now, she is the favorite, but gosh, I feel like I got her going too soon. I might redo this if we don't win it, though. Yeah, she's not going to hold on there. I got her going too soon, but she still has plenty of stamina. That also doesn't make sense. Yeah, I want to redo that. I did save, though, right? I don't even remember now. I hope I did. Gosh, I don't even know if I saved now I think about it. Now we're going to have back-to-back races. Crazy Hunter is up in a GWS Dirt Independence. I don't know if she can still win the GWS Dirt. I talk about silly mistakes, and there's kind of one. Overestimating my girl's stamina. 65 is decent, but she can't make that work that early in the race. Should have held her probably, but I sometimes get worried about that. Like if I hold them too long, then it kind of messes them up. But going too soon and then tiring out also is just an annoying way to lose a race, because just the clearest indicator that the jockey, aka the player, aka me, ran the horse too hard too early in the stretch, and you burned him out. Because that is Sedate Ruler. I didn't even realize, well, I didn't really look at this field. I just kind of want to get this over with. I see Sedate Dancer. Sedate, both of the Sedates. Is that Beauty? Of course it is. Like I said, if any of these horses get Horse of the Year, I can't be mad because they're great freaking horses. Like, this is the year where it's acceptable, but we'll see. I'm hoping it will still go. It's one of ours. Sorry about that. Now, we can use Crazy Hunter to beat Sedate Ruler. That's a pretty big feat. Still think that that horse, in fact, I think most of the horses in this field are still statistically better than us. Sedate's the favorite, of course, and then Beauty Value is not the second favorite. Rough Monster is. That's interesting. But Beauty Value is the fourth favorite, so still could be in there. Here comes Sedate Dancer trying to challenge. I see you. Not responding to your challenge yet. I will.
And they're in the home stretch.
Now we gotta go. Okay. One whip. Let's see how she does. Who is that? Is that Beauty Value? Yep. Come on, Crazy. You have rail. You have inside trip. This is your race to win. Beauty Value's got to put in overtime, and so does Rough Monster. Keep going. That Rough Monster might close in on us. There's nothing I can do here. It's going to be a top 3 finish photo at the end. Wow. That could go to any one of us. Probably Beauty Value. Yep. Gosh, fair game, man. Fair game. There's nothing I can do there. Nothing. Nothing I could do. I don't know what the game is going to give me eval-wise. See on the spurt. I mean, when do they want me to go? Sooner? Later? Obviously? Guess I could have held her, but... I mean, those horses are great, and they're definitely... We've seen their stats recently. They're faster than us. So, yeah, they can close that gap just at the line. Come on, if that race ends a little bit shorter, we're winning. You know, that... Whatever. We hit our goal, but I think the game's bugging. Anyways, Continental Cup, 12 furlongs here at Frugal Lark. She's not the favorite. Co-favorites of Prime Colony and the favorites Proud Steel. Gosh, we've raced against a... I can't believe the game put all these horses in at the same time. Gosh, I feel like there's a frog in my throat and it's driving me bananas. Apologize for that. I have to do it again. I will step away or mute my mic or something. I'm Ricola, probably.
The horses are in the gate. Go.
Yeah, I don't know what they wanted me to do differently in the spurt there. I think if I started any later, those horses would have passed us a lot sooner. So, whatever. Sticking to my guns on that one. I think the game is wrong. Most of the time I would say, yeah, right. But I think that's a time, nah. It's Beauty Value and Rough Monster. Seriously, like the most annoying thing. You just feel like you can't get it out. So yeah. I'll be stepping away and try to mute my mic.
Furlongs to go.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
Probably took a little bit longer than you guys expected. Yeah. Same. I just would not go away. Had to really... You know. I'm sorry if that freaked a couple people out. You'll be alright, though.
And they're in the home stretch.
You'll be fine. Like, this is exactly how I started the spurt with Crazy Hunter, and we didn't win. This is what I mean by the game doesn't always make sense. I started this same exact way. Same time. But, like, Frugal's still in her prime, and Crazy Hunter isn't. That's also a difference. Even though Crazy Hunter can still win. And I'm just super dialed in with Frugal, and I just usually don't lose races with her. She's like my favorite horse in the game. And if you've seen her run in real life, she was just as amazing. That's why she's so good in this game. She won her races like that. She sure as heck had a lot more will than a lot of other horses, and that's a special racehorse right there. See, double S on the spurt. Doesn't make any sense. Same thing, same running style, same type, everything. Easier field, though, there with Frugal. Granted, those were, I mean, Prime Colony, that's not a horse to sleep on. And the others, but like I said, that dirt field was really competitive for those top four. Anyways, we're up in the Long Beach Derby with Soy Conquistador, second favorite. We haven't raced with her in a long time. She's ready to go. Fast growth type, but still. Stamina, it's good enough. Speed, it's fair. Power, 63, that's okay. She's really average, with a couple of decent stats. Decent abilities from Diamond Planet of Chasing Hearts, but she's doing well, so I have no complaints.
The horses are on the track.
Well, my lady, eyes are on you. Who cares about the favorite? Eyes are on you.
The horses are in the gate. And they're off.
We're off.
Great start.
Move my mic away. I apologize if you guys hear anything. I'm not trying to give you ASMR. Unless that would work for people. I'm an entertainer after all. I don't know if I could ever actually bring myself to do ASMR, but if I knew I had an audience for it, I mean, that would be motivating enough, I suppose. But yeah. Anywho's. Good stuff. Let's go. Let me guess. The rail isn't open.
They are midway down.
I don't know. Maybe it is. I can't tell. Is it? No, it's not. I can't get through this gap. Unreal, bro. Unreal. Why do they make the game's physics like that? How can you not detect that as like a clear gap a actual horse would be able to get through? Like sometimes when you're watching horse racing, it literally looks like they're racing touching. They're that close, man. In the game, with any pocket of air, is like, nope, doesn't work.
2 furlongs to go.
Okay. Yep, move in, move in, move in. Good. There we go. Nice. She ripped that one very nicely off of turn 4. Stately Ruler is going to try to compete, but nope. It's going to be an easy win there for Soy Conquistador. Let's go, my girl. Great win. Great win. We'll take that any day, right? We will take that any day of the week. There she is, your Long Beach Derby champion. Rightly so, rightly so, rightly so. She gets it done. Almost a perfect race. Again, starting my spurt at the same time, like I usually do with Proceeders. I don't really vary too much, not most of the time. Every blue moon there's a race, I just kind of forget what I'm doing or I'm not paying attention. But with Proceeders, as long as they're competent, I always start them at 2.3. Other horses with other leg types, you have to start sooner or later. You can't just start every horse at 2.3. It doesn't work, bro. You can't start a closer at 2.3 if you're 15 lengths off the lead. Unless you just have one of those super cracked out 99 horses, which most of us don't. So you have to be reasonable. Little Vixen's up in the Neptune Stakes Grade 1. She's the favorite. She's another horse we haven't raced with in quite some time. She is from Diamond Planet of Pink Gemstone. She's not that much different than Soy Conquistador. Stamina more or less the same, but granted, she's actually faster. Like, she's actually fast. She's almost in, well, she might hit 90. She might actually be a 90 speed horse, which I was not expecting. But Pink Gemstone was fast. Then Diamond Planet, obviously. So, really, really fast filly. See how she goes.
The horses are on the track.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And here we
The horses
go.
are in the gate. And they're off. That was
Okay.
a beautiful start.
Not even like that great of a start, and she still gets out like a rocket anyways. Oh, that is one thing about having a horse with 90 braking, man. It's just fume right out the gates. Seeing that in person is like one of the best experiences ever, man. Especially when you have a field of fast horses. Like I watched, I told you guys I was at the Ohio Derby last year, and those fillies, for what they worth, man, or for what they're worth and what they were able to do, they were so fast, man. Like I've watched a lot of fillies obviously run in my lifetime, but it was something about that field of horses. They were a decent stat quality of like grade 3, grade 2 filly horses, and they are just out the gate so fast, and it just, I never get sick of seeing it. I never get sick of seeing it, man. Like I will always enjoy that, just seeing just these amazing creatures be able to run at such amazing super speed type of, you know, things. It's just, yeah, it's amazing. And it, in a competitive environment, it really is a really cool, you know, experience. But gosh, it's just something about seeing fillies just run out the gates, especially because they carry lighter weight. They're just floating out there, man, and they're gone. I remember a couple other spectators said the same thing. They're like, look at him go, man. And there's little Vixen absolutely destroying the field. 10-7 fraction there. Yeah, she's a rocket, man. Oh my gosh. Little Vixen is a little rocket, is she not? Let's go. It's another grade 1 for the girl. That'll be her 4th. And she's making a nice resume for herself. As expected. Pink Gemstone hasn't failed us. Never has, never will. Gosh, little Vixen, man. She's basically Pink Gemstone, but much faster. So like now it's like consistent winning that we could have had with Pink long term. But yeah, September Sky, she again wins the sprint series. Frugal Lark looks like she'll run away with the turf. Tough luck for Soy Conquistador, but I mean, Frugal Lark's Frugal Lark. I can't not win with her. You know, that's just part of the program. And then again, I gave Beauty Value the GWS Dirt Championship. Seriously, that win was 12 points. Beauty Value would actually be at, 24 now? And if I would have done better with my Master, Bear would have been our win. Or Crazy Hunter, for example. You know? No, we're not going to that nonsense. Who wants to go there? Not I, not me, not we. I'm just having a good time. Hope you guys are. Even in the midst of some of the really stupid things I've done in this episode, I think for what it's worth, we're succeeding where we need to. Now, who did I lose on? Or not lose, but what am I thinking about? Soy? No. You won. I'm drawing blanks. Shallow? Yep. It was at grade 3. Yeah, I mean, she's still not fast enough. And her stamina is average. I probably should be holding her a bit more. That seems to work better. I kind of forget sometimes, but nah. Still. I need to get another tune-up race with her. I didn't like ending on that note. I'm just going to put her in an open. Make sure I get dialed back in. Usually what I try to do when I lose on a horse like that. Excuse me. It's like, okay, maybe let's drop in class. Just kind of go back to basics. Make sure, you know, we know exactly what we need to do. And then we can go back up. I don't see anything wrong with that, literally. Just kind of giving yourself like an extra practice session before getting back into the meat and bones. And last time I checked, sports have practice. So, you know, that's just how it works. I didn't make the rules, man. I love this horse so much. Frugal Lark is amazing. 10 grade 1 wins already. As a 4-year-old, 13 wins and 17 starts. And again, another horse with one race outside the top 3. Like, why am I doing that? Yeah, she's amazing. I wonder if she still has any offspring racing in real life, like the actual Frugal. I forgot her name. I know her name. I'm just spacing on names for whatever reason right now. Air Groove. Duh, come on now. I wonder if she has any horses still racing today. Because I think maybe it was one of you. You brought up a good point when I made my video about why Japanese horse racing isn't as popular, and you mentioned the pedigrees and the breeding. You're like, it's getting better now, and I'm like, that totally makes sense. Like, when you think about the different regions of where some of the strongest horses came from, it's not to say we haven't had any good horses from Japan, but just the breeding pedigree in general, a lot of those horses are being, a lot of the sires are here. The broodmares are here, right? In North America and then in Europe. So, yeah, Japan just doesn't have a lot of in-house quality breeding, but they're getting there slowly. Obviously, I mean, now every year there's a Japanese horse in the Kentucky Derby, right? For the most part, not every single Derby, but in the last couple of years, we've had more than I think in previous periods, So I think it's a matter of time before we have a Derby where maybe there's 2 or 3 horses from Japan in that race, Like, I think they're going to try to get themselves a little bit more immersed, which to me is just better for the world of horse racing in general. Just more horses from other great places that can compete. I don't know what to do with Frugal, though. Like, where do I put you? She's going to have a handicap, which is... It's the only thing. Handicaps in this game are, like, brutal, man. Like, there's no forgiveness. I really just want to feed you to the wolves if you decide to put your horse in that race. They're like, oh, yeah, you can run in this race, but we're going to go ahead and attach, a freaking tank and a boulder and, half of a, half of a building onto your horse. Yeah, you can run them in this race. The most random assortment of things I thought about. Yes, they just came to mind. I don't know what to tell you guys. Everything I say doesn't make sense. Handicap in this grade too. I just don't know if I'm in the mood to run her like 12 furlongs to begin the year. That's a really long way to start the year. Rather race her something a bit more reasonable, but again, she'll have handicaps everywhere. Gosh, I guess I am going to have to run her in this 10. Does she have a handicap here, though? Yeah, she is. Actually, she weighs a little bit more in that race. She's 2 pounds lighter here. I won't do the grade 2 then, even if it's a little bit longer. So you're good. Little Vixen, congratulations, my girl. You're on a roll. 9 wins and 12 starts. 4 of those are grade 1s. Yeah, she is a rock star for sure, man. 6 to 10 furlongs. Anything else for you? Another grade 2, maybe? A tune-up? No, you won't even be ready. Good. I wasn't trying to run her again anyways. Valentine's? Of course. Now she's going to have imposts. Oh, Gallop Racer, you're killing me, man. Like, the beginning of the year stinks. There's just nothing reasonable for you to put your horses in. You really do just have to be like, hey, grade 3. But put her there. Silk Road. Couple pound handicap, no big deal. Miss Conquistador. 6 grade 1 wins for you, and you're on a winning streak. And she's actually finished in the top 2 all of her 11 starts. Nothing worse than second place. That's amazing. She's actually doing exceptionally well. I feel like this is the second time I've said that. I don't know why I feel like she's just going under the radar. You know what I mean? In terms of just her consistency and her performance. Like, she's 10 for 11. 10 wins and 11 starts. With 1 second place finish. 10 wins and 11 starts with 6 grade 1s. Where have I been this whole time? She's doing amazing. She's only 3 years old. She's about to turn 4. What? And she's past her prime. She's now dropping, but I cannot believe I've just like been completely neglecting how well Soy Conquistador's actually been doing. Yeah, I kind of feel like an idiot for that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, she's been doing really well, and I've just been paying zero attention. Let me guess, handicapping this grade too? Naturally, yep. 130 pounds? I mean, sometimes you run that as a cult, but it's like, am I trying to do that? That just... I don't like it, man. Gosh. She's gonna have... I mean, the grade 2 handicap wasn't that bad. She's gonna have handicaps everywhere she goes. Unless I run her 15. Oh, wow. Even 15 furlongs, they give her a handicap. That's hilarious. Like, she doesn't have the distance for that. I'm the runner in this grade 3. Not ideal, but I don't have a choice. Because there's just nothing. I give you nothing. 10 for 11. I did not realize she was doing that well. Just completely misremembering it. Crazy Hunter's faster than I thought. So we definitely should have... We could have won that race, but she tired out at the end. I certainly could have held her a bit more. 6 wins and 10 starts, and she's finished in the top 3 10 over 10 times with 5 grade 1s. Gosh, the girls are kicking butt, bro. They really are. It's just like, that's just like a staple of like our stable right now. It's just the fillies that we get, they just dominate. They were so behind, and now they are just absolutely just running wild, and it's been a great time, man. They are really, really taking it to the other horses in the competition, so I'm happy. Why did I put her in that race? Thinking it said dirt. Granted, she has an okay turf rating, but I did not mean to put her in that race. Something for her to do at the beginning of the year anyways. But you know what? You know what? Actually, this could be a good test to see if we can try to do more than just get her a dirt title. Because she does have an okay turf rating. If it wasn't an okay turf rating, I'd be completely ignoring that. But the fact that she does... She still should be pretty competitive on the turf. Which again means if we can go ahead and get her dirt champ title, which she should already have, right? No, still? Okay. She needs a dirt champ title, which we're close to. In fact, she just needs one more. She's one on the dirt. So one more, she'll get that title. Still try to get her a dirt GWS. And because of where her stats are, and her stamina will eventually hit 50s over time, she'll still be fast enough. And look at the rest of our other stats. Everything's in the yellow except for the power, the feel, and the toughness. So yes, trying to win internationally may be a challenge, but we don't need to run internationally. We can still run. There's still plenty of domestic grade 1s. We can still win with her. We could potentially get her more titles than I thought, which I think would really help for her breeding profile. So, and she has the endurance. It's going to be a challenge, but she should be able to do well. I don't think the game is going to give us a ridiculous goal unless we're really strong compared to the rest of the field. So, when I think about it like that, it actually that's okay. I could have just stuck to running her on the dirt, sure, but like I said, her okay turf rating does make that a viable case, and that I always, if I see a horse with an okay rating on one of its other stats, I will always end up putting them in a race with their less preferred course, just to see if we can do more with them. It'd be a waste, right? Like, I can't think of one horse I haven't done that with. I've taken longer with Crazy Hunter, now I think about it. I do that a lot earlier with my horses, right? It's like as soon as I get them, I try to see how they run on turf and dirt, or at least maybe do it a year into their career at some point. I'm a little bit late with Crazy Hunter, so yeah, that'll be fine. All right, let's just get through this. Get through this year. That's my goal. Which, however many more races we have to do is what we'll do. Thank goodness most of the GWS championships are over, and there's hardly any races for that anyways. But we're in the Philly Cup with Bay City. She is the favorite, $2 favorite. Winner. I was kind of humming the Bay City song, but gosh, that actually sounded worse than I thought, so I'm not doing that again.
The horses are on the track.
Not to mention the song, think I said it. It's a Japanese song. I only understand certain parts. It's just got a good vibe, man. And the singer of the song, quite the talented musician, to say the least. So I always respect that. Naturally, but we're off with my Bay City girl here in the Philly Cup, and this is our race to win, and that's really about it. I still don't know her leg type. I think I don't know where she wants to run. I think I ran her in the middle last time, and then it gave us like a blah rating, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't help me at all. I think they gave us A, but it's like, I don't know if that meant A for being closer to the front or the back, so. Okay, this is mid, right? I don't know if, yeah, they'd probably consider that mid. I don't think they would consider that procedure. We were like in 6th, so. She might actually be mid, which that'll be nice. That'll be nice. That gives me flexibility, you know. Like, I love Procedure. Like I've said, you know, recently it's my favorite type now, but sometimes a mid horse is nice to have. The Vivid Legend type, you know what I mean? No, Rebo, that's fine. Let's go, my girl. Let's go. Let's go. You're good. You're good. Oh, come on. Dig in, Bay City. You're good. Come on, dig in. These horses are not giving up. Bay City, push, push. There we go. See, stretch burst. It's still so reliable in clutch times like that. I definitely made that harder by starting her a tad bit late. I said I held her on the whip until I probably shouldn't have. A couple taps to get her in front by 2 lanes who probably would have been clear. That's a beautiful shot. Bay City, the Philly Cup champion. And that is going to be her maiden Grade 1 victory for Bay City. She beats the girls Fairy Devil and Awful Dream. That's on the position, so she must be mid. Or maybe has like a mid-procedure type of flexibility. Either way, it's her first Grade 1. And Bay City, my project gal, already off to an awesome start. I'm a happy dude. Cleopatra's up in an open. And, yeah, I'm going to keep racing with her until, like, we can't win. She's, like, on a 7 race or whatever win streak. So I'm going to keep racing until we don't win again. Then I think that'd be a good time to go ahead and kind of let her go. And when I say let her go, I mean just put her in a race like months and months in advance. That way the game won't take her away, and I'll just retire her once we get to breeding. Once the new foals come. So we'll have her replace somebody. I just don't know who yet. Probably Toxic Blonde, to be honest. Like, her stats aren't great. We got 1 horse out of her, so that's all we really need. And we'll see how that horse does. I wish I could use Toxic Blonde more, but her stamina's not great at all. I'm certainly not going backwards. And you can see sometimes when I put 2 horses with good stamina together, the game still gives me a horse with 46. So there's still RNG involved. Still RNG involved to some extent. There's no guarantee I won't get a 46 horse stamped horse, but
Midway down the backstretch.
At least ensuring that I don't have horses in the barn with terrible stamina, that really helps to keep that away from being a reoccurring probability.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
So, you know. I'm going to go ahead and kind of just see if she can move herself up to the front here. Because the field is spread out quite a bit. And again, in that last race, we were too far back to make any serious threat. That's why we kind of got eaten alive there. Let's go. There we go. Okay. Keep fighting. She lost the head-to-head. She's done that before. She'll answer back. She does that all the time. She's really a spoiled horse at the end of the day. She's so spoiled. She does that all the time and still wins. She gets mad about losing the head-to-head, and then she gets spoiled, and then she's like, you know what? Screw this. And then she digs into another gear. How many times has she done that through her career? Loses the head-to-head. Oh, I'm sad. Ugh, whatever. And then she just, you know, she's right back to it. Like I said, I keep racing her until we lose. I don't care how long it takes. Maybe she doesn't get retired yet. Honestly, if I can just keep winning with her, even if it's at the lower level, Could get her. I wonder how many wins I could realistically get her. I'm quite curious. Double wins for the girls, Cleopatra and Bay City. That's how we do it. She's at 22 wins. I mean, 30 is certainly not out of the question if I keep her running for another year. Hmm. 8 to 12. This grade 2 in March? Gosh, you know, if I run her here, might not be time to use. I she'll have a handicap anyway, so I didn't even see that. Never mind. She won't be happy if I wait till April, but gosh, there's really nothing else that I like for her that I'm willing to put her in. She'll have handicaps in all the grade 3s. I don't even know why I'm clicking on them individually, because I'm just seeing additional data. Like, yeah, like you see, there's no good races for her at all. This grade 3 that's 6 furlongs and it's a sprint, it's the best bet. You know, everything else is really not ideal. 8 furlong open. She'll be angry if I wait all the way till April. She'll be fuming, ironically. So I don't know, man. I mean, realistically, winning one more race is not going to make a difference at all. I might as well put her in this race regardless. Because maybe that's it then. I thought there were going to be more races available in the beginning of the year, but like, I mean, am I just still racing her and just not breeding with her this year? Is that what I'm doing? See, now I'm indecisive. Is that a good decision to keep just racing her until like she loses? I mean, she is on a winning streak right now. You know, I'm gonna put her in that grade 3 actually in March. Maybe we'll see what happens there. I shouldn't wait too long yet. Could change my mind. But at least she's in something. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Still C ranked, 74 speed, 3 wins and 4 starts with 1 grade 1, and that was the Philly Cup. Gosh, yeah, they're all coming from her, the Trapper. Like, the perfect type of horses I want as far as how they run and how their stats are organized. No coincidences in the world, so. Gosh, we still have so much racing to do. But, I'm here for the grind, baby, so this is what we're doing. I think we're good on everybody, right? So how many more races do we have this month, to be honest with you? We have 1, 2, gosh. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We still have like a dozen races left. Golly, didn't realize it was that much, but okay. Oh, here we go. This is a night I actually stay up a little bit later than I expect when I have no snacks. It's too late to really get anything. We're back here with a 7 furlong open race with Bet on Me. Our 3-year-old filly. She is beautiful. And she is from former Opera out of Lee's Gold. She should be good. Keyword is should be. I feel like as Lee's Gold got older, some of her horses started to turn out questionable. I don't know if that affected this girl or not, so again, we'll just have to wait and see. That's all I can do. That's all we can do.
The horses are in the gate.
So let's see. Tiger's Eye with the record here still. That horse has been retired for quite a while.
And away they go. That was a beautiful start.
So that's pretty amazing. It's a good start there. Good start here, blah. But also, we haven't had that many dirt original fillies, so that's also a thing. Like, I don't put turf horses in this race. If they're a turf horse, I just run them in the turf opens, not the dirt ones. So, yeah, we haven't had a whole lot of dirt originals, so I guess that makes sense. Still has no idea where this horse wants to run. Don't know how I'm supposed to figure it out.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 bet. No, 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 no. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I did nothing. She just lost it. Does she have a temper? I'm assuming she doesn't want to be here at the front. Where are we supposed to finish? Third? Did that ruin our race?
And they're in the home stretch.
Yeah, it definitely ruined our race, right? I mean, I did literally nothing. The horse just went wild, so I don't know what they're expecting me to do. This is what I mean, like, this has happened with Lee's Gold. We did... Is that not what happened to Jaden's champ? Are they related? Didn't Jaden's champion come from Diamond Plan and Lee's Gold? Oh dear. I hope not. How weird would it be for just that breeding pair to have just been so, like, abysmally bad? I mean, gosh, I did nothing. The horse just went commando. Drained her stamina and pretty much lost her the race. That's literally out of my playing power. So I don't know what to do. With that one, I gotta move on. We'll see what happens later. Delta Dream's up in the Uncrowned Cup. Third favorite, Warm Star. Other competitive horses here. He's a closer. Wow, a dirt closer, Delta Dream. Interesting, okay. From Formal Opera to Pink Gemstone. So similar to Secretariat in regards to how the leg type is in this game. They prefer you to run him as a closer. He can run as a mid and a procedure, but like the triangle is shaded most for closer. So he inherits Secretariat's leg type. And kind of looks like him too. And of course I gave him just a variation of the colors. Delta Dream. I'm interested. What you can do for us, my boy.
The horses are on the track.
The horses are on the track. A dirt closer. I hope you're fast, though. If you're not fast, then being a closer just doesn't make any sense, and it'll be a very frustrating experience. It's nothing worse than a slow closer. Like, the point of closing is to be able to use your speed to get to the front in time before the race is over. But if you're slow, that will never, ever, ever happen. So, I don't know if that's the case with Delta, but we'll see. Because I think I've been running him more towards the front because I didn't know his leg type. So, that's obviously not the best way to use his speed. Clearly, he benefits from being able to set off the pace. You know? Crazy stuff, man. We'll see.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
They give us another 7? I don't know. Nope, it's fine.
So you're 2 furlongs to go.
Let's go. See what you got, my boy. There's grit. Gotta love that off of turn 4. Oh, I overwhipped. Oh, I overwhipped. And he's still running like a madman. Oh, Delta's gonna catch the 8. Delta's gonna catch the 8, even with me overwhipping. Holy cow. Yeah, the dude's a real closer for sure, and I messed up by overwhipping, so we would have won that race a lot sooner if I had not. That gray was rolling, though. Delta Dream with the win. First grade 1 for our boy, actually. First grade 1. Delta Dream gets it done. There's the pink star. Pay homage to his mother, pink gemstone there. Wow, yeah. See the difference it makes actually running him as he needs to be? Yeah, like I said, I overwhipped. And they still gave me double S. That's really ridiculous. Like, I'm so lucky this was an easy race and he absolutely destroyed that field. You know what I mean? Like, really lucky. And the game's like, double S on the spurt. Like, I've done that same exact thing multiple times before and they gave me, like, A's. So, okay. Whatever, dude. Golden time. We haven't raced with this horse in, gosh, what feels like millennium. Favorite in this grade 3. You're a Pete. So what am I doing with him? I like his last to first ability. I like that he's a closer. What else did I want with him? His stats are so okay. They're like okay. His power rating stinks. Yeah, I don't even know why I picked this horse up, to be honest. There's nothing that entices me to want to use him for breeding at all. So, after this, I'm just going to let the AI take him away. I don't even know what I was doing with him. Whatever my initial goal or purpose was, I clearly no longer feel the same about it. Because just looking at his profile now, yeah, I don't want to use him for breeding at all. So, whatever maybe I was considering back then, it's not a part of the plan now. So this will be his last race, and I'll just let the AI take him away. So, at least it's good we can do that. This wasn't working out for me, man. He is a fun closer, but, like, again, there's nobody back there I think he should be replacing. Maybe Blues Breeze? Maybe. I just realized Blues Breeze and I think Corley Lark are still both back there. Or at least Corley Lark is for sure. So yeah, somebody needs to replace him. I don't want to use him at all. His stats are not impressive. But then again, neither is this guy. Like, he has 34 power right now. Yes, that's past his peak, but that means his power rating probably wasn't higher than 50. So yeah, why would I want to keep a horse like that?
This is where the race is won.
Like, if we have horses with bad power ratings now, it is what it is. But I don't want to willingly breed with one that has a bad power rating. You know, I'm treating the stamina the same way. Go, go. And just did not want to keep moving. We were there. We were there. We were there. We were literally there. Like, come on. It just stopped. Like, I know he's still pretty strong considering, but are we even going to be able to close this gap? It'd be pretty amazing if he did. He is a nice closer. I'll give him that, but jeez. We're not going to get there in time, are we? Nope. Gosh, he really is a nice closer. I'm not going to lie. But, ugh, those stats, it just is what it is. I'm kind of whatever about it. I will let the game take him away. I still don't want to breed those stats. As nice as he is as a closer, I think, we can do better. Shouldn't be sacrificing things just for the sake of it. Bolero's gal. She's up in the Uranus Stakes. Dirt grade 1, 8.5 furlongs, as expected. I put her in this race intentionally knowing she wouldn't have a chance, and she doesn't. The rest of the field, I mean, any horse can win except for us, basically. Look at their odds. They're not separated by more than $1.20. So this race is wide open, and Bolero's gal has no chance. Which means I'm really going to have fun, because now I can try to beat a couple of horses. Now, she does have a very late growth type, so what I'm really going to do probably is just continue to put her in just kind of more competitive races, and as long as it continues to give us the easy goals to hit, that's what I should do. But as well, I had to consider that winning with her in an easier race would also probably reveal more of her stats, which is the first and primary thing to do. So that probably should be my focus first, actually. And once her stats get unlocked and as she's developing, I guess I can either just run her in open, or I can maybe try to run her in higher races just to give her easy goals. We'll see. But, there we are. No idea where her light type is either, like as always with these new ones. Just don't feel like taking the time to go into single player and do all that to figure it out. I could, there's nothing stopping me, but yeah, like I know you're going crazy probably because you're not in the position you want to be in. There's nothing I can do, my girl. They put a blindfold over my eyes. They don't want me to know your light type. That's really what it is when those question marks, that's what it is. It's just a blindfold on the player. Has she lost stamina already? Okay, I get it. You don't like horses in front of you. You don't like being in the pack. I don't know. Well, thank goodness we have a last place goal. My gosh. I don't know what was upsetting her today. And then she's bumping horses without me even doing anything. Jeez, man. Does she even have any stamina? Why is she still gonna fight? This is not gonna work. That's annoying. I really wanted to see what she was capable of, but clearly running with horses or having horses in front of her really upset her. It could be either one of those reasons. There's no way for me to really know 100%. And I also wonder, is she even a dirt horse? I want her to be. She might not even be a dirt horse. Secret trial, or excuse me, secret throw sets the record. D on the position. So she want to run more towards the back, maybe? Guess I'll try that. Joker's card's up in the China Mile. Expected to finish 7th. So this is the thing with Joker's card. We can still win with him, but the grade 1s, he's never expected to win them. But we'll see. He's somebody I'm considering retiring and just putting him in Corley Lark's place. Haven't decided 100% yet, but we'll see.
The horses are in the gate.
Oh, not a good start.
And away they go. That was a beautiful start.
No, it wasn't. Shut up. Just straight lying to me. It was a beautiful start. No, it was a pretty bad one. The horse was literally crying. It was so bad. So, like, come on.
Watch out.
Oh, gosh, that one was my fault. I should have looked. Duh. Sometimes I just genuinely think if I don't see them on screen, they're not there. But again, Gallop Racer physics, there's always a horse there when there isn't. Oh, man. I mean, think about it. That really is true. Like, sometimes there's a clear gap for your horse to get through, but Gallop Racer considers it blocked. Like, no. In reality, gosh, and I just keep moving her way too much. I hope she's tough. Or, excuse me, I hope he's tough. But granted, I don't think his toughness rating is that good. Why do I keep bumping horses, bro?
And they're in the home stretch.
That is not the plan. Do we have to finish 7th or better? No. I bumped a lot of horses. I don't know if that's happening at all. And I overwhipped. Ugh. Jeez. Bad race. Really, really bad race. And I overwhipped again. Yep. Not 7th. I'd be shocked. Definitely not 7th. 8th by 1 spot. Yeah, I have no answers for that. I was all over the place. I did not feel comfortable for some reason. Did not feel comfortable at all. I'm just over whipping out of desperation in the stretch. Yeah. Bad race. Valley King's up in the China Vase. 12 furlongs. We're expected winner. Should have messed this one up. That was a bad race altogether. I don't know why I was just bumping into horses I usually don't bump into. I just didn't like where I was, and I wanted to make sure I was in the perfect position, but me trying to get in the perfect position obviously and evidently ruined my race. Sounds about right. So I say sometimes I tell you guys, and I have to remember myself, just kind of flow with the race. Don't just run it so robotically every time. Like, I need to take my own advice. That was me running it robotically, you know? And then just messing up with it. And that's, yeah. I just got to be better about that, but it's one race. It's been a couple of those this episode for sure. Really weird bag, right? Some really questionable, like, what the you-know-what are you doing, Eric? And then we're winning other races really easy. Even with competition, so I don't know. It's a mixed Gallop Racer bag of goodies tonight, for what it's worth. Good or bad, I guess that's for you to decide. Hopefully good. But, you know. This guy is so calm, man. You know, so easy to work with. Doesn't need a whole lot. He's like, I'm fine here. This is perfectly fine with me, you know? Perfectly fine.
5 furlongs to go.
Max Dam, running on the slower end. This is fantastic. Just a little nice Sunday stroll. Shot 10.
This is where the race is won.
All right.
And they're in the home stretch.
Okay, let's go. Now, that should be enough for him to keep it. Yeah, he's pulling away pretty nicely. Well, no, they're still there. Okay. Thought he was going to pull away now. I didn't want to have to get on the whip, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Valley King's amazing. This is what I mean by mixed bag of goodies. I had that terrible race the race before, and then we make that one look easy, winning by at least more than 6 lengths. Or at least 6 minimum. Yeah. It's just kind of coming and going, I guess. That usually does tend to happen, too, when it's getting late. And I'm kind of getting tired. Slight fatigue starts to set in, and then just kind of just making goofy video gaming mistakes. It's not even just this game. That happens in all my games. Like, I play Warframe. Most of you probably don't know what that is. It's on Steam. Like this, I would call it a sci-fi alien ninja shooter. It's really fun, to me at least. It gets a lot of... I feel like people don't like it, but there is like a skill gap required, really, for certain aspects of the game. Once you get up to higher levels and you're playing higher difficulties. But if I'm tired and I'm playing that game, I'm missing my shots, and it happens. So yeah, Frugal Lark looks like she will win the GWS Turf, more than likely. And then, oh yeah, for sure, nobody else can even get close. So Frugal Lark's going to win the Turf, and September Sky's going to win the Sprint. Fantastic. And that is going to be the GWS Sprint there, just as I say it. Wasn't even expecting it there for September Sky. Her first title, let's go. And now to award the GWS Turf Champion, none other than the late great, the lovely, the Queen, Frugal Lark. Well, fantastic. And I do my little stupid dance because we got GWS Class win. Who really cares? I'm more about the horses and their achievements. I could care less what I do personally. It's not about me, it's about the horses. Well, they don't want you racing until April Valley King, and that's a little bit longer than I would like. Can I run him in like the Universal? I can run him in the Heaven S. Winning an international G1 would be nice. He hasn't done that too often. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and run him in the Heaven Stakes in March to kick off his campaign next year. Mr. Joker. Not a good race last time, Mount. I messed that up for you. Still got to see if you're capable of winning a grade 1. I want you in a grade 2, though. Is that really what we're doing, man? No, I'm going to put you in this grade 3, okay? Try to get you back on a winning streak, and if I don't decide to retire you, I might retire you before then, because you've peaked, right? Yeah, he's peaked, so... Could retire him now, to be honest. Feel weird, we could still win him a title. I think, yeah, we could still get him Mile Champ. Let me verify. Oh, no. Actually, he still has quite a bit. He actually has to win like 3 more races in either the dirt or the turf category to get the mile. And with his 73 speed, I actually don't know if that's going to happen. I might have to retire him, which... Still 11 wins and 19 starts, 5 grade 1s. It's average. Golden time. Yeah, so I was going to let the game take you away. You're fun. Don't get me wrong. He's a fun closer, but like... You got a really fast horse with maybe high to mid 70s for speed, stamina, braking, staying okay. Power's awful. Heart, not that great either. So, if I had space, I'd have to worry about like kind of being nitpicky. I would retire him though, and just put him there. But if it's a space thing, which it is, I mean, click on the Broodmares, and yeah, I don't want him taking somebody else's spot. Okay, it's just Corley Lark I still have back here. He's the only one I'm going to get rid of. Fairy Singer, I still want to see how he works out. He might be a gem. Golden Boy's not going anywhere. I just literally retired Burning Wind. Stargazing, he has the good stats in all the important categories I want. Speed, Stamina, Power, and Heart. A and S. Got to keep him in. Same with Formal Opera. So Corley Lark, that's the only one I'll be replacing. And then maybe after Corley Lark, probably Fairy Singer. Or Burning Wind. As long as we get one horse in Burning Wind, I can retire him, you know. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Okay, let me get through this, yeah. Everybody's in a race, though, right? I think. Yeah. Oh, Delta Dream. No, you're not. They want you in grade 3. That's fine. In wait, June? Why? 84 speed, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, he has to be fast if he's a closer. I'd be really cheesed if he was slow. Just don't even know your distance. That's annoying. Just run you 9 furlongs in the turf. Kick off the year. Bolero's Gal, they want you Key West. In January, that's fine. As long as it's relatively soon. Not gonna hear any complaints from me. Bet on me. I swear you're a Jaden's Champion sister. Gosh, I don't know. This is gonna work. I'll give her a chance still, but ugh. I think we're good with everybody. I'm just double checking. Like I said, Golden Time, that'll take you away. Frugal, grade 2 for you. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, let's just get through this year. We still have... 3 races, I think. Well, 3 to 5, probably. Give or take. 3 to 5. I hate that pose. Native Spirit's up in this open. She is the favorite. 64 stam. Really don't know anything else. Still don't know her max distance, but we'll roll along. But if she's starting off at 9, that means her endurance is at least over a mile distance minimum. So that means she's got some lungs. So that's good. Alright, it's a good start. Gotta send you to the front, my girl. You know the drill. Okay. Who is that up there? Secret Silence. I'm definitely not chasing you. I'm sitting right back here. Not as far as other horses are sometimes. Like that one race with Ray Babe, I'm still really not over. Okay, that's a lie. I am pretty much over it, but I'm bringing it up to make a point. Yeah, I want no parts of that. And don't block. Of course you're going to block me in. I hate when they do that so much. Like, sometimes they do just go past you and they don't move inside. Not usually, but it happens for me time to time. I'm just boxed in. I have to wait for one of these goofballs to make a move. That's really annoying. Didn't think the door would close on me that quick, but... Move. Can somebody move, please? I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. What is happening, bro? Oh my goodness, there was nothing I could do there. They just closed the door on me completely. Come on, native, show me what you got here. Gosh, they really ruined me with that. Like, come on, man. That's so stupid. This is what I mean, the physics. I mean, you saw me. I was literally glitching through the horse. Like... Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Shadow Light's up in an open 9 furlongs. She's actually expected to be the winner, but she's getting better. Stamina and speed still haven't moved an inch. That cheeses me so much, man. It really does. Like, there was nothing I could do. I was not going to chase the leader. I just didn't want to play that game. Get burned on that too many times. Wasn't willing to take the chance. So where I was perfect. Now the AI closing on me is one thing. It's another thing if they only... If not only do they close on me, can't even get Shallow Light to the front. My goodness, bro. What is...
Watch out.
Sorry, didn't mean to bump that horse. But like in that last race, it wasn't like I needed to go any faster. I was fine where I was. And then the horses, they just didn't move in the stretch. They just stayed in their lanes and blocked completely. Now I have to hustle Shallow Light to the front like this, which isn't ideal.
They are midway down the backstretch.
But fortunately, she's a horse that I think can handle it.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
I'm not going to get max stamina, obviously. And that's still not that high in retrospect. I hope I didn't burn her out too much. Sam's dropping already. Come on, bro.
2 furlongs to go.
Yep. Well, that's my fault for sure. She's going to drop. She's going to drop. 2 bad races with both of them. Like, look at this glitching happening. They're just... Like, that doesn't usually happen. Why is it just now happening all of a sudden? Well, yep, it's my fault for not getting her to the front sooner. Gosh, those are really bad races. Why is it always the bad races that stack up together? Like, if it was just one race and then a break, I could reload. Like, the bad races always happen when I have multiple races lined up. Why? It's so annoying that they didn't think of a feature so you could, like, leave out of this menu to, like, start your race, you know what I mean? When the horses are in the paddock. Like, once you're locked in, you're locked in. You know, it'd be nice if you could say, like, pause or save. You know what I mean? Because there's not a lot of happening in the paddock. You're not racing. The game just has the horses on a loop, basically. So it's like... That wouldn't be too resource extensive, I don't think. But clearly they didn't think about it. Gosh, those were 2 really bad races, man. But granted, with Native Spear, they really did screw me with that one. Last race I just ran, that was my fault, but... Native Spirit, they really blocked me in. Nothing moved, nothing happened. She was fine. I was minding my business.
Okay, this is where the race is
Like, I wasn't going to predict that that was going to be the outcome of the horses not moving in the stretch and just holding us up as long as they could. I didn't foresee that being the outcome. I know it's happened, but I don't like to be paranoid about thinking it's just going to happen all the time.
and they're in the home stretch.
Yeah, it's been too much of a roller coaster in this episode. Don't know what that's about. Best favorite way gets another win, and an easy one. She does it in style. Good stuff, my girl. Blah. Weird stuff going on at the HRG stables for sure. Wins and then losses. Wins and then losses. Really good races, then really bad ones. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Gosh, I really don't want to redo any of those, man. Turner, shut up, please. My goodness, dude. Surprisingly, they're really not taking anybody away. I'm just like shocked about that. Still shocked. She's supposed to win that race. Bombed it. She's supposed to win the last 2 races. Her stats should be improving. Like, they're putting me as favorites, but like we need a little bit more help still. You know? Like, help me out just a little bit here. She's been stuck at the same stats for speed and stamina for a long time. Like, it's got to elevate by now. Miss Vaporwave, that was your 8th win out of your 12th start with 2 grade 1s in. She's been on a roll. So let's try to keep this up. Gosh, she'll have imposts everywhere, won't she? Oh, that stinks. A little bit in that grade 2, but not that much, so we'll take that. Yeah, Native Spirit. Still haven't won with her yet. Gosh, they've given her crazy favoritism. I have not hit any of the marks. Yeah, I don't know what it is. She's definitely an interesting horse. Put her in a grade 3. Is that really? Yeah, I think that's it. Alright. Ay, man. Like, doesn't make any sense. Yeah, not hitting my goals with her at all. So, gosh, I feel like it's always one of those horses in a group of horses that we get every year that I just can't figure it out with. Everybody else, I'll be fine. And then it's just that one horse that I'm just completely stumped on. And then we either lose the horse or I just don't end up making it work long term, you know? Like, she's starting to feel like that horse now, especially since we've had favoritism every one of her races and we haven't hit our goals. I'm really surprised the game hasn't taken her away. That's been like 4 races. We should have had better results, finished first or second, and we didn't finish near those at all. So, I don't know. Might just be because Stargazing and Moon and Chasing Hearts. I wonder if they have inbreeding. I didn't even think about that. And I don't know if I ever checked. Major River's up. We haven't raced with her in a while because she's very late developing, and we still have a long way to go. We're expected to finish 4th. We need to finish 5th or better, and we'll hit our goal. I'll look at their pedigrees after this. I wonder if they... I'm not sure. It's just something that just kind of hit me, and I can't recall. I want to double check just to make sure. Is there a horse in this race that looks like one of my horses? No. Who's next to me? Irish Chief. Horse looked a lot like something different. I mean, we're not supposed to be in last place, but I think she can work with it.
They are midway down the backstretch.
Keep rolling, my girl. Don't know what's going to happen up here, but just going to have to just kind of roll with it and see what happens. I moved just in time. I could have really blocked myself there unnecessarily.
Show your gut. And they're in the home
Hey, Major River, let's go, my girl. See what you got. Come on. Let's go. Major River driving nicely here. Driving really nicely.
finish.
Ooh, not a win. Could have been. Close photo, but they will get third in that one. Really nice drive for Major River there. That was actually pretty fun. Switching the whip pan too. I want to get back to doing that more often. I feel like I do it in very short spurts and then I just don't do it. D on the position, yeah, I mean, whatever. Double S on the spurt. It's all that matters. Well, hitting the goal is really all that matters. September Sky, she's up in the winter GP. 12.5 furlongs, she's the favorite. Shocker, let's just get to it. We all know that. That is expected. Apologize for that. Didn't realize it'd be that loud. Tigers of Stone with the record here. Tigres of Stone. Stones of Tigres. It's not even a thing. I'm just making things up as I go. Go. Why does he say it like that? I'm kidding. So, good thing about September Sky is always she gets out like a rocket with her great braking rating. Now there is a rough. I don't want to really run on it, but we're not going to waste ground by going on the outside, obviously. So, Nielsen, go away. Who are you even racing on? Hellbilly? Okay. Well, how old is he? Is he even at his peak? If he's not, then he's pretty irrelevant. Hellbilly is only good when he's at his peak, but if he's not there, he's really just he's a forgettable horse. So I'm gonna say forgettable and no name. He has a name, but he's very forgettable up until he's closer towards his peak. You're not gonna win a whole lot with him. His stats just don't make it possible. I mean, but that's just how his profile is built. So, still respectable. I'm assuming that horse is probably close to its prime, or maybe it's already peaked and it's on the downhill. Because I think if it was at his prime, that horse would be a favorite. But is it me, or does this also get the sense that they maybe nerfed him in this game a little bit? You know, he's a really good horse in Gallop Racer 3, one of the best, I think, domestic Grade 1 studs you can get. Now, I haven't been doing that well with him, but I know that's just because I just, for whatever reason, just feels like he plays differently in that game. But regardless, he's a great horse. Okay, I kind of want to get off this rough, man. I think she'd be fine, but I still don't want no parts of it.
2 furlongs to go.
Man, she's gone. She said, "See you later, Gator." September Sky is amazing, man. She is extremely fun. Second wind. She has endurance for days. Oh, that is awesome. I don't think I've ever done that with a horse in this game before, ever. Not in combination like that. Oh, that was really fun, man. September Sky, dude. From Diamond Planet out of Autumn Autumn. This girl is insane. Wow. She makes it look so easy, bro. 9-length winner in the Winter GP. What a win. I gotta say that. That was a heck of an effort from September Sky. My goodness. Yeah, I like to think. She gets a second win after she's already smoked the field by almost double digits. She's like, oh, no, I'm good to go. Like, longer. We can continue to run a lot longer. Thought it was my first memory card. That's her 7th Grade 1 win. No, that's her 8th. It's her 8th, man. Like I said, doing quite well. Gosh, look at all the Cleopatra saves. Oh my goodness. That's the thing too. You can get better, I think, highlights and saves from closers because you're actually overtaking horses. If you're out in front, it's really just you running with you. How is that really like a highlight? I mean, from an endurance standpoint from the horse, it's amazing. And it's like Flightline, right? Flightline was always at the front with whoever else may have been setting the pace with him. But that dude was always going to be out front. And just to see how his endurance just clearly outmatched the other horses, yeah, that's special to watch in that context, sure. But I'm talking about like a game, you know. Delta Dream hit 128 for the 2-year-olds. Wow, that's impressive. Didn't think he'd even be that high. We're not up here for 3-year-old turf. I'm sure we are further down, but not in this board. This is what really matters. Same for the... No, my master, she's a 120 for the mid in the dirt. Crazy Hunter, she's up there, third place with a 130 behind Beauty Value and Stern Knight. Fair. That's fair. Pure Ruins above September Sky. That's nonsense. September Sky is 135 for the mile. And she's only 1 point shorter than Pure Ruin in the mid. Oh, no, I take that back. Pure Ruin didn't even run a mile. It's the long that I'm looking at. Yeah, it's still ridiculous to me. Finally, the game gives us due justice. The fact that we swept all the awards except for the best 3-year-old colt. That's insane. Wow. What a year. Frugal Art gets Horse of the Year because she won the Paris Cup. I did say that in like one of the recent episodes, right? I'm like, watch, she wins that race and we're gonna get Horse of the Year. That's so stupid. Why does that one race give you Horse of the Year automatically? That's weird. I'm happy for her. I just don't know why like the game programmed that. Because if you wanted to exploit it, you could. But she deserved this on merit alone, regardless. So, congratulations to Frugal Art, Horse of the Year. That's another title for her. Best Sprinter and Miler goes to September Sky. And she proved it in her last race we just did with her. Best Dirt Horse goes to Crazy Hunter for winning the World CC. See what I mean? Crazy Hunter was the right choice to really focus on for the dirt. Yeah, I messed up with the beauty value thing, but regardless, she gets Best Dirt Horse. And she'll get her GWS next year. Hopefully, I'll try. It might still be tough, but we'll see. I'll at least get her a couple titles. Valley King got the Best Older Colt. The reverse as always. Frugal Arc, Best Older Filly. No shocker there. Valley King with his first award. Best Filly, 3-year-old filly goes to Crazy Hunter. Best 2-year-old Colt, Delta Dream with the Young Crown. And Best 2-year-old filly, Bay City. The Filly Cup. And, of course, we win all 3 categories for the jockey standings once again. It's not even a challenge. You know what would have been cool if they just added, like, other jockeys into this game with other profiles? Like, as kind of, like, unlockables? Like, instead of just unlocking horses, if we could just unlock other kind of, like, special AI jockeys to race against that are really good, that would have kept this even more challenging. I think that would have been a brilliant idea. But guys, that is going to do it. We hit the end of the year, we hit our goals, and we swept all the awards except for one category. So that tells me, regardless of some of the mishaps and obviously the mess-ups I had, the really bad ones I would still be kicking myself for, we had a very successful year with plenty of horses winning awards in different categories, proving that we maintained a level of consistency. We're not getting most of those awards if our horses weren't consistently winning the right races. Okay? Outside of Horse of the Year, it seems like you still have to do a little bit more for the other categories. You win a Paris whatever grade 1 and it just seems like in this game, in my playthrough, it gives you Horse of the Year, right? So, regardless, great conclusion to the year with all of our awards. And yeah, great time. So appreciate you guys for love and support on the channel as always. And I think we'll be back again with 2004. We're making good progress in 03, but we'll see. Actually, since it is the beginning of the year, I probably will just do a little bit of 2003. And then we'll get back into 204. So appreciate you guys. Until next time, horse racing myself. Probably rain for today. I'll see you later and goodbye.